the HOK Coliseum, please do. If you're not subscribed to the R.I.S E channel, Napashida, the reality is simulated existence, do that as well. But anyway, without further ado, let me talk to you about this debate coming up, and then we will get to our guest. Napashida versus Naphtali. That's coming up March 14th, day before the Ides of March. 2026, 7 p.m. Tickets $30. What are we debating? We will be debating, are humans, animals, and primates? I know, y'all. I know I debated this before, but it's something that we want to do. You don't have to just do a debate one time. It ages and gets better like wine over time. Now, let's bring Cosmon up. We have Kosmon Cal in the house. I hope y'all can hear me because I have been talking and talking. You can hear me, Cosmon, correct?
Yeah, peace. I can hear you good.
Perfect, perfect. All right, let's get this brother up here. Thank you for coming in. Are you gonna have your camera on?
For some reason, look, I try to turn my camera on and it does this.
Yeah, I've had that problem. I don't know if it's
So
okay. Well, that's fine. You have a presentation. Or are you just gonna? What do you?
no,
This is.
I didn't. Yeah, they kind of popped this on me last moment, so I didn't have a particular uh ideology of any sort that I wanted to push on anybody, but uh overall, that you dig what I'm talking about. My overall understanding that I would just like to impart on anybody is to be kind to each other. You dig what I'm saying? Try your best to. You dig what I'm saying? Be kind to each other and understand
Mhm.
that people are not always in the same position in life and understanding that you are in. You dig what I'm saying? So when you imparting, understand that they may not understand where you coming from. So with that being said, for the most part, the overall idea that if anything that we could just basically start with is that the understanding that the things that are unseen of creation rule and dominate over the things that are seen.
Okay, I can dig that definitely. You want to just expound, and this is I love the message about be kind, and coming in and being very stern doesn't mean you're not kind, especially if you're imparting knowledge and giving somebody some enlightenment. So for the smoke session, I think that you know as long as you teach and tell us your position. If you want to do it gently, if you want to kill them softly, I'm all for it. But y'all make no mistake, we do want you to come in and challenge if you
Yeah,
think
I
that the
mean,
brothers
yeah,
not.
I kind of figured it was going to be that. You dig what I'm talking about? So that's why I didn't even really have like a point that I was trying to push. Pretty much everybody um know my understanding. If not, you dig what I'm talking about. We could just start here. Let's see. Let's start here. Right? A lot of people know that I rock with a WASPy. You dig what I'm talking about, or they don't know. They don't know, or even know what a WASPy is, why we deal with it. It's a book that came around in the 1880s, purportedly um, inspired by some angelic beings through the creator of all. You dig what I'm talking about? Through a white boy from Ohio named John Newborough. But we not even, you know what? I'm going to just be real with that too. We not even, with so much iconoclasm going on in our society today. You dig what I'm talking about, with so many great inventions and things being brought about uh, by melanated people in the world that are given credit with white faces. But when we really do the study, these people been whitewashed. You dig what I'm saying? One of the things uh that OWASP agrees with, that with Bible put out there, is that the prophets come from a certain lineage, right? So with that being said, the fact that, you know what I mean, that they're painting JBN, John Blue Newborough, a French Huguenot of French Huguenot descent, as a white boy, and he's one of the most renowned and well-known people of his time. But there's only one picture of this nigga, and it's not even a photo. It's like a lithogram. It's not, and it's the same photo. It's not even
Mm.
different. So we're not even sure no more if the author of R.I.S.E, in fact, is even a white boy no more.
Oh,
All the
wow.
good stuff. Listen, in fact, all the good stuff. You did what I'm talking about. We can go back to the Russian icons. You did talking about Black Madonna. All that stuff has been hidden, and then it was deified on the low, but demonized to the public, right? When in fact many of it had melanated cores added existence, and it should have if it was descended from a line. So if you saying you coming from these people, and then R.I.S.E, the crazy part is we don't necessarily, you don't gotta rock with it. That's the dope part. It tell you don't believe nothing it say because it's not immaculate. That was one thing that caught me with this book. Now y'all got to understand, your brother Kosmon. I'm from that way. I didn't have a silver spoon. I was really out here. I was really doing something. So I didn't came a long way. So you could never tell me in any instance otherwise, especially when I'm looking at it objectively, where every God say in his text that his words is immaculate. So when you open up R.I.S.E and it say not only is R.I.S.E not immaculate, whew, that hit different. It hit different to me. It said it's not immaculate, and then it turns around and give its whole purpose, which is to teach man to hear the voice of the Creator, to see his heavens live, conscious, without no prayers, without no meditation, without no holy, 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 holy on your knees all day. None of that. Live, conscious, while you still living, and to know of a surety where you gonna go after you die. That's the whole purpose of the book. If I thought, this is just logic to me, if it can do any of the things it say it can do, it's worth to read. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
how
Okay.
I looked at it. So we not sure. I'm not sure, especially when if I look up John Baloo Newborough, right? And okay, let's just say I look up Frederick Douglass, right? I go look up Frederick Douglass, and then I go look up Nat Turner. It's gonna be the same picture.
Mm-hmm.
If I go look up John Baloo Newborough, it's gonna be the same. Ain't no other picture of this nigga who went to 2 continents, struck it rich and gold twice. He got patents upon patents. He done wrote about 20 books. He's a real known spiritualist. He not one of the fake ones. He one of the ones they send to catch the fakes. This nigga,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
yeah, he was the one of the ones they send to catch the fakes to try to debunk them.
So let me. We have one person backstage. I don't know if you want to just have people come in now. Are you okay if people come in and challenge you? I know you're not. You're not a soft shell. You're pretty tough. So I don't know. You're sounding. I'm listening. You know my position, but you sound pretty pretty. How do I say it? Reasonable. And but there are people want to come in and push you. Do you want to? Do
Yeah,
you want the
yeah,
smoke
I don't
or?
got no problem with that, and that's what I figured it was
It's
gonna
gonna
be.
be
But
respectful. Nobody's getting disrespectful to you. Personal, no personal shots. So
I got tough skin. I'm built for this. But my
I
my
know
thing,
you are.
yeah, spirituality ain't soft. You dig what I'm talking about? That's not what it looks like today. So you dig
Okay.
what I'm saying? Uh,
I
uh,
got you.
my thing is this. As I said, you dig what I'm saying? I'm not trying to push anything on anybody.
Right. You're not proselytizing. You're just telling people the truth about what you know. And then whatever happens with them, you're just going to take it as it comes, right? Again, well, first, let me say this. Kosmon Cal is a very great debater. And this isn't for the weak. So anybody in here, this isn't a sabotage show or anything. He knows what time it is. So I just want to speak to the audience. But the people do want to bring you some smoke on the Newborough thing, because I want to hear more about this thing about you discovering that he may not be white. This is some new stuff for me. So I'm listening. I have no horse in this race. But you do know, Kosmon, we have people who will come in, especially from our community. They're going to give you some pushback on that. Are you ready for that, sir?
I don't care. I just explain my point. Iconoclasm is real. I don't care what they're saying or how they. Okay. You dig what I'm saying? You would have to debunk that people who have historically been melanated were not painted as white people. You'd have to debunk that. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, hold on for a minute. Nepal, you gotta at least let him open up for a half an hour. Let him get all the information.
He said he doesn't have a presentation if he would have heard that.
But let him get his teachers out for at least a half an hour. He only spoke for like maybe 10 minutes.
Sonetta, remember what I said to you before I started the show?
Get all the teachers out, Nepal.
Before I started the show, I've been doing this a long time. Since 2020. Okay. If the brother tells me he doesn't have a presentation, why would I want him to be up here?
I'm not saying I don't.
Because he know how to speak without a presentation, Nepal. Yeah. He's a thoroughbred. He's a trooper.
Sonetta, if you notice, Sonetta, you know what's funny? I just talked to him. This is actually my husband. I just said, Sonetta, do you want to come do the show? And we had a long talk about you doing this, and you're doing it again. I asked him, do you want me to let people up on the panel? And he said, okay, but Kosmon, you want me to remove Rakufu? I have no problem doing that. It's called communication. It's what the brother wants. I can put him backstage. Anything you want, Kosmon Cal, it's up to you.
Well, yeah, for Rakufu.
I'll put you, okay. I'll put him backstage for you.
No.
No?
Already, no. Just leave him there. You did what I'm talking about. That brother.
Sonetter's the one. He's in control. So Sonetter, you have the final say. Is it okay if we do the show the way we're doing it? Can he stay on the panel now or no?
Listen. My thing is, if anybody in the creative gang is back there, y'all let them know they can come on up. Let them come up.
Exactly.
You dig what I'm talking about? Rakufu is fine because Rakufu has decorum.
It's up to Sonetta now.
Every guest that come on, at least give them a half an hour to open up, so that the people can then say, "Okay, I'll challenge this. Or I'll challenge that." You got to let him open up first.
Let me explain something. That's great, but guess what, Sonetta? I'm actually listening to him, unlike other people who might be multitasking and not listening all the way, because you said you have to watch your game. He said John Newborough is. It's possibly iconoclasm. The brother made a point. This is like backstage stuff, what you're doing. I was letting people in because I asked him before I did. He said, great. But we could do it. You could do the show any way you want, like you keep telling me. It's my show. I'll do it do whatever you like. You want to just talk about how we should let people up? Even though I've been doing this since 2020. Everybody and their mama's doing shows. You don't hit the panel, tell Apostle. You don't tell Reggie. You don't tell Unc how to do shows.
Yo, Nepal, do the fucking show. You don't have to keep on talking.
Did that make you feel better?
Do the goddamn show.
Did that make you feel better to disrespect me? Oh, there it is, everybody.
What you talking about, man?
I'm doing the show.
I can do the show, man. You ain't got to go.
Okay. There you go. That's the sign that everybody knows. Disrespectful and nasty toward his wife. All right. Back to the show. Kosmon, would you like him to challenge you on the iconoclasm or no?
We can get into that later. Just if this is how it's running, let me just bring up a topic real quick. I'll run in on that. And then you dig what I'm saying. Rakufu can ask his questions right after that.
Yeah, Kosmon, because I haven't heard anything yet. Like Sonetta said, and like Nepal, I could wait and then, or I can sit here and be quiet and listen so that I can ask. I just came up so I can get into the show.
Right. I got a billion different points of view that are, you know what I mean, sometimes a little tweaked and different. You dig what I'm talking about? You might have some pushback against it. And one of them I'm going to come with right now. So if you want to, Nepal, you could share the screen.
Sure, I'll do that. For the show is
And
for you to do. Like I said, anything you like. Thank you, everybody. Please hit the like button. I hope you enjoy this because it, like I said, it's interesting to me that now it could possibly not be the white man that we see in the pictures. That's what you're saying, right, Kosmon?
yeah, what I'm saying is, even though in R.I.S.E, it denotes that the prophets and the seers of the creator come from a certain line, right? Their people do a certain thing, regardless to wherever they are in the world. You dig what I'm talking about? But they have a certain ethnicity. You dig what I'm talking about? And you can even see that in the generalization of the pictures that are in R.I.S.E that I don't even necessarily agree with, because when they describe the person with the text, it don't look necessarily like the picture all the time. So I'll be, I don't rock with everything, and it got to make common sense and logic to me. You dig what I'm saying? But what I do like about R.I.S.E is that it don't tell you to crush anything. It don't tell you to put Christianity down. Don't tell you to put Israelite or Hebrewisms and Jewishisms down. It don't tell you to throw away the Mahabharata or the Vedas or the I Ching. It don't tell you that. It tells you to read everything and judge everything, right? I like to call R.I.S.E the great decoder, right? And one of the great mysteries that it offers its expertise in is, who are the Aboriginals of America? Who is the copper-colored megalithic builder race? Who are they? What are they called? What do they call themselves? Right? And can we prove that today? Right? Objectively. So right here, I don't know if I can blow this up any bigger.
Oh, yeah, you go to the top right corner, and there should be these 3 dots, and it should let you enlarge it, possibly. I don't know exactly what your system is, but it should let you blow it up. But I think we can see it. What are you trying to blow up some text or a picture?
No, just blow it.
Yeah, it is blowing up. It's getting bigger, so you just have to like scroll up so we can see it.
Okay. All right. Let's see if I can go there. This
This
is from, we got docs on docs on docs of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of docs already put together on whatever. You dig what I'm saying? So this is one topic. The copper-colored megalithic builder race, right? Notice that the first picture you come to is the misnomer people of the Americas, the eldest known people of the Americas, called the Olmec. Quick understanding on the Olmec is that there are no people called Olmec. Olmec is a archaeological determination for a people during a time. So you could be, in fact, from tribe A or tribe B, but you're during a certain period in time. You're called Old Mech or Old Mexican, Old Mexica. You dig what I'm saying? Let me go down a little bit. We just get into it. For many of us who have been fortunate enough to travel the world, we have been astounded by the grandeur, beauty, and sheer size of this world's megalithic structures. 2 questions seem to be forever linger in the mind of any person who has witnessed these magnificent edifices. And that is, who who could have possibly built it and how. And in this lesson, we will be answering those questions specifically and shedding light on the great megalithic builder race. Book of R.I.S.E. It says, the flesh of the fruit has perished. Book of Safa, which means book of the tongue, excuse me. Right? The flesh of the fruit has perished. The seed still liveth. My seed, listen, this is the Creator speaking. My seed is in the languages, in words, in rocks, in ruined walls, in fallen temples, in buried cities. These remnants shall speak their parting words. Hear ye these, my sons and daughters, O ye that search for the light of ages past, but find not. I am the book of the past, of things that are past. And being among the proof pages of the John Lance pre-publications, right? Now, when we finally let the rocks speak, they speak loudly of culture, where a race of ancient men used a style and technology of building structures that still baffles men today. Since the beginning of recorded history, we have been tantalized with stories of a highly advanced ancient culture and a hidden master race of builders proven by the megalithic structures long abandoned and empty all across the world. Stories of master builders, large and small, spread across the entire world, which has left man to theorize that there had been a race of master builders that dominated the ancient world in times forgotten. Well, the all-comprehensive light of R.I.S.E. By the way, R.I.S.E. means earth, sky, earth, spirit. O meaning as in sky, as in earth, spi as in spirit. I thought it was kind of dope because that kind of encompasses all things. Well, with the all-comprehensive light of R.I.S.E., it has brought us new information, jewels to be used when deciphering the ancient world of the master builder race. R.I.S.E. states that, in the past, have I not said that all things shall be revealed? I quicken the righteous with my own hand, and they will comprehend without belief. They don't need a belief. Right? The time of preaching and believing is at an end. Man shall know by his own knowledge and practice that which he knows. In this, my light is being manifested in this day. Which day? Today. And guess what? Even Bible agrees. So for Luke 8:17, it says, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be made known or come to light. And a portion of that light is revealed in R.I.S.E. is the who, what, when, where, and why of the ancient megalithic builder race, which calls themselves the what? The Ahuans. Right here. Ahuwa. Right? Who are these Ahuans? Right? Per the R.I.S.E. glossary, it says they are half-breeds between the Ions, the mound builders, right, and the Druks, the warrior tribes. They are the copper-colored race. Remember, I'm only talking about America. South, Central, North. I ain't talking about nowhere else, really. Right? We see these things in other places, too. I'm not saying that they weren't there. This is a race of people. So, yeah, they're worldwide. But we just talking about the ones in America. The Ahuan, right, is the copper-colored race. Copper-colored brown, right? So notice, it clearly distinguishes that the Ahuan, the megalithic, who I'm saying is the megalithic builder, is known historically as the copper-colored race, right? First book of the First Lords. Right? 6, 3 and 24 says, and a new tribe began on the earth, and they were called Ahuans, because they were half-breeds between the warrior tribes and the spiritual people. The niggas that'll kill you, and they're the ones that know how to heal you. Those who get it, those who can't get it, and those who get it. They were half-breeds from here. Because they were half-breeds between the Druks and the Ions, the Ahuans were red like copper, and they were taller and stronger than any other people in the world. And the Lord commanded the Ahuans, saying, protect the mound builders, the Ions, the little people, white and yellow. Right there, I know I'm going to trigger some people, right? Kosmon, you up here caping for white Europeans, right? I deal with, low hanging fruit and, low vibratory people who instantly, without, you dig what I'm talking about, understanding what they reading, go right into the modern definition of what white and yellow and all this stuff means. You dig what I'm talking about? They instantly show their bias, their hate, their racism. Right? But look, it's got a little note down here. 204. Right? See that? It told the copper colored people, who are the sons and daughters of these people, the Ions, their sons and daughters are called Ahuans. Right? These Ahuans are the sons and daughters of these people, the Ions. They predate them. The Ions predate the Ahuans. Right? These are little people. Remember, these Ahuans are taller and stronger than any other people in the world.
Hey, hold up, Kosmon.
Yes.
Nepal.
Yes.
I got to say this live because I have to apologize to you. I had a goddamn flare up, and that pain was so hard on me, and I ended up taking it out on you. So I apologize. Please forgive me for that outburst. And it just went through. It just went past. So my bad. I'm sorry. I had a flare up, and I shouldn't have did that. Take it out on you on that.
Okay,
So that's
I'm
my
sorry
bad. That's my bad.
I'm sorry you had a flare up. It's fine. You're feeling better
that's
now,
my
right?
bad. I just had to come in and say it though. I couldn't just go.
That's fine, Sonetta. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm glad you feel better. So thank you. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you for apologizing publicly, but it's like I said, it's all good. Kosmon is like, what in the world? Kosmon looks like
Kosmon, my bad. I just had to say that.
We
I
got
couldn't
the
let that
smoke,
go.
right? He's like,
I had to
didn't know
say that,
some
Kosmon. I
domestic
couldn't
smoke.
let that go, bro.
No, I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. You dig what I'm talking about? At least you attempted to apologize. You dig what I'm talking about? That's better than nothing.
Yeah.
No, he
A
apologized.
lot of
That's
people
fine.
don't even do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's good. Thank you. Thank you, Sonetta. I'm sorry you
But
don't.
Nepal, and you know what? Nepal know how these flare-ups is, so she knows all the time.
Yeah, I get the ice pack and just, I'm sorry. You know,
Yeah.
I love you.
All
And
right.
just forget it. Let's move forward.
Yeah, we got this.
Kosmon, you got like about 5 more minutes before
Bro.
she open up. All right, brother.
Y'all love each other. Y'all got this. You know what I mean?
That's right, Kosmon. Let me drop a bomb for that right now. And guess what? I'm starting to believe that he's right about the iconoclasm. How's that sound, y'all?
It's the dope part, Nepal.
I mean, it could happen. It could happen with the Bible. So
Right,
I don't know, y'all.
I'm just saying, if it can happen with the Bible, why can't it happen with this book?
That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody's giving you any pushback. I mean, we got Rakufu in the silo, but continue, brother. Thanks a lot.
Because there's a narrative that's going around that, and the WASPians say the black people is dominated by the white people, and the white people is smart and the niggas is stupid. No. No. The little people, the Ions, the mound builders, birthed the copper colored people, right? And they were told to protect the ions, right? They were called white and yellow, right? Because of skin cast, right? Watch this. Watch this. See this number 204? That's a footnote in R.I.S.E, right? It says, protect the ions, the little people. These are mound builders. We see these in America. Well, they're everywhere. Well, if I showed you them in other places, you'd be like, damn, I never noticed that. But the little people, white and yellow, right? Called them the sacred people, for look, you, the copper color people, are of them. Just like it was explained. Now, but look, remember in 204, let's explain the white and yellow as when it comes to skin and hue and tone. Again, this is a generalization. See, where reference is made as above to white people, right here, white and yellow, right? Where reference is made above as to white people. It does not mean what today we call white people, but white in fact, with white hair also. This is not the European. Even if this, it also says it's a light yellow or a light copper color, what we would call red bone. Not even the skin tone, but the skin tone, white, whiter than white people. No less negroidal though. And if y'all think this don't even happen today, you crazy. The remnant of this ancient genetic is today called albinism. It's a recessive trait. But think about this. If albinism is a recessive trait, how can it be expressed in every human people stock? Think about that. If it's recessive, right? Why and how is it possible that every single people group on the earth produce an albino? Why? Because the genetic is so old, right? It's so old. The color genetic is so old that even the original quote unquote white people would have had to be Aboriginal Negroids. Watch this. White and yellow of an iron. This is what we talking about. This is what R.I.S.E explained. Today, this is not CGI. This is a real woman from Africa. Today. They ain't put no, they ain't whooper. They did it no different than anybody else model that they would do. But that woman is pale. Nonetheless, negroidal. Now, when you mix these people with the brother and sister come out, one like this, other one brown. When you mix them together, they turn brown. Right? The druck is brown. It's only these niggas, these mound builder stock, they got this light skin. And that's only some of them.
Oh, wait, let me ask you, excuse me, Kosmon, who's the guy, the one you showed, the dark one? What with that? What is that one? That one, the dark one.
This is a picture of Cro-Magnon.
So would you say this is a druck?
I would say, yeah, the druck would be of a stock like this. He would be of the warrior tribe. It's the druck is your ability, your spiritual ability to understand. If you can't be inspired spiritually, if you can't get it, you are druck. And for the most part, low, dangerous, dark. This is where you get the words like drudgery and drug and all this stuff from, because it's low, dark, dangerous. It's from the ancient word druck. and it's a
What about drunk? Is that where drunk comes from?
Yeah, also they're drunk, and you dig what I'm talking about. Those type of people are dangerous, right? You get behind the wheel, you get them behind a knife. You know, when you sober, you might have you got a clean mind, but when you drunk, you never know what can happen. Not that they necessarily by themselves dangerous, but they are vibing low. This is why when you go to a club, you dig what I'm talking about, all the shootings and stuff happen there. Because we already vibing low. You own spirits.
Oh, and like dregs, like the dregs are the lowest
Red.
part of the
Yeah.
barrel.
Yeah, it means low. It means dark. It means
Oh wait, somebody said that in the chat just now.
like
And then
dredge and drug. You dig what I'm talking about? But this is just one physical representation. I'm not saying that all drugs even look like this. And we know for a fact all irons didn't look like this. But the point that we want y'all to see is that even the pale people are not normal today, what we call white people. They still are the nigger stock, the earliest ones. Right? Now, we got depictions of Ahuans and their phenotypes all around the world. These are your ancient Persians from your Elamite dynasties. Persia, Artaxerxes, all them, Darius, Cyrus. This is what they would have looked like. Check out the phenotype. Check out the head. Remember, the Ahuans are large copper-colored people everywhere. Right?
I want to
Let's
ask
get,
a question.
go
So
ahead.
let me ask you. And is whenever you're ready for a question from Rakufu, let me know. I know you're going through this, and this is great that you're going through this. So I appreciate you doing it. But I want to ask you. So when you said not the white people, so the white people are represented though, like whites and Asian. I'm saying like Asian people, like for instance Koreans. Are they represented somewhere in OWASP?
Yeah, everybody who's in history is represented, but how they got there, what them foundational points. Like OWASP says some real crazy stuff. Like for instance, it basically says that who we know today as the pale-skinned modern European is only been in existence about 2,000 plus years. I know y'all didn't think OWASP said that, but it do say that. It gives it turns around and then tells you that the reason that they are the way that they are is because the people who go in to produce them are not a two-way mix, but a three-way mix. So that OCA receptor that produces the blonde hair, the blue eyes, which the Aboriginal melanated European already had. Anybody, I don't want to stop it, but look up Cheddar Man. Cheddar Man is melanated, right? Negroidal, blue eyes. So you dig what I'm saying? But these ancient Persians, we're just taking a look at them around the world, right? Real quick. Thus lay the three great countries at Arabia, where y'all get y'all word Arab. And is the precursor name to what y'all would call today Africa. Parsi, or what we know as Persia, and Hellas, where you get your Hellenic dynasties, right? Which starts in where? Turkey, and then goes north. So thus lay the three great countries at Arabia, Persia, and Hellas, or Africa, Persia, and Mediterranean, Greece, and Europe. mid-Europe, Caucasia, right? Thus lay the three great countries, right, was the mightiest, of which Persia, in between Africa, Persia, and the Hellenic dynasties, Persia was the mightiest, peopled with very giants, lofty bearing men and women who were red, copper colored, with an abundance of long black hair, high in the nose and the cheekbone, with determined jaws and eyes to charm and command, mostly full-blooded Ahoans. Half-breeds between the Ions and the brown people. Right? Now, what they saying is, this is an ancient map, right? After the Great Flood. Right? They saying in between Hellas, Persia, and Arabia, like right here. Right? Mind you, right here where the continents touch is a mountain range. Hellas this way is Persia. This is India, Vindu. This is Arabia, Africa, Europa, Europe. Look at North and South Guatemala, or the land of the crossing. They saying right up in here, right? Persians, these full-blooded Negro types, the copper color, what the Islamic understanding is the Asiatic black man. He is copper colored Negro, but he not African. He from that way over there, right? Over that way. He from that way in the East, but he not African. And yet he Negroid. Those people who predominantly anciently are called Persian. Persia produces your Phoenician stocks, your Israelite stocks, your Harappan stocks, your Cushite stocks. They come from over here. They even migrated into Egypt. You dig, or below Egypt. You dig what I'm talking about? The Cush come from more east. He says,
Yeah, I think in the Bible, Cush is what, Ethiopia, right?
yeah, that's where they are, even below that region.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and this is why they can't read the Meroitic text. It's not from there. You dig what I'm saying? It's not from there. This is why they it's a lot going on. But let's get back to these people. Now settled in between, now nestled in between the three great countries, Japheth, Shem, and Ham. Notice they didn't say they were people. Said they were countries. Japheth, Shem, and Ham was located the chief place of the Ahoans. And they were founded, and they founded a new nation. And the Lord called them Persia, signifying warrior faithist. Huh? So yeah, it was some people who did turn the other cheek that would run. But it was some that'd get on your helmet quick. Because he created them what? These Ahoans, remember he told them to protect the other people. This is why they killing. This is why they big. Because he created them as a shield to guard his chosen. What make these people chosen, Kosmon? They choose the creator. They choose to run. Other than that, how could they exist in a warlike society if nobody protected them? They're not going to fight back. Real faithists won't. They're going to run. I'm not making this up, though. These people, and it's genetic, has always existed. So the Ahuans were also known as warrior faithists to many. That can seem as a contradiction, being a warrior and a faithist. But remember that everything and hence everyone has its reason and season. Recall that the Creator said, protect the ions, the little people, because he created them as a shield to guard his chosen, the ions. But many will justifiably push back against the idea of a faithist killing anything that breathes. And I understand. But what many have failed to take into account is the most impactful part of any living being, and that's its environment. You must take into account the great antiquity we're speaking of and what type of people and animals were on the earth at the time. Now, let's take a look at what the Ahuan was protecting the mound builders in America from. Watch this. First book of God, 24 and 27 says, I do not blame you, O iron, O mound builder, your grandmama stock. These your grandmother, right? These would be the spiritual side of your ancient heritage. This would gave you great spiritual identity, right? Your drug half gave you great physical identity. When you mix them, you get both. It's ahun. But even that can be refined. Watch this. I do not blame you, O iron. I saw the darkness, saw your straits, but you shall never again dwell with the drugs, nor with the new redborn, the ahun, those with faces like new copper. Call them ahua, for they shall be protectors over my chosen ions forever. The ahua shall drive away, look, the ball and the mew. We ain't never heard of no ball and no mew. What is a ball and a mew? And right here, remember, we got another note at 8:15, so we're going to check that out. So the Ahuan shall drive away the ba and the mew. Remember, they're using old terminology. And look what's here. Great serpents are still here. First book of God takes place in between 7,000 and 30, well, 7,053 BC and 3953 BC. That's another dope part about R.I.S.E. It allows you to put it on a timeline. So this is when this is happening. This is roughly 9,000 years ago. So 7,000 to roughly 4,000 BC. So 9 to 6,000. Look what's still on the planet. Watch this. The Ahua, the large copper-colored man, shall drive away the ball and the mew and great serpents. Great serpents still here. We only talking 9,000 years ago. Hold on. And all man-slaying beasts, for I will make mighty nations out of the seeds of the Ahuans in America. Right? Hold on. Where are we at? Notice there are serpents, mews, and balls on earth. Y'all seen that, right? And that the Ahuans protect not only the ions, but themselves also. But what is the mew and ball? Right? 8:15. Remember, we was noticing that note, that 8:15 note. They are lions and tigers, respectively. The ball is a lion, and the crazy part is it's using an ancient tongue called Panic. And with this, the animals name themselves. So basically, the sound or what an animal does names itself, right? The dope part about what R.I.S.E is revealing is if you actually listen to a lion, it doesn't go roar, roar. It goes boo, boo, boo. That's what a lion does. So, ba'oog. And if you listen to a lion, it makes that sound. So, remember in the Bible, they try to tell you that Adam named all the animals. Well, how did he do it if he didn't know the names and nobody gave him the names? The animals named themselves and he repeated them. So, what I'm saying is the very first dog would have been named Bark. The very first big dog would have been named Woof. The very first chicken would have been named Cluck or Baka.
Right, because the sound.
It names itself.
Like onomatopoeia.
Yeah, it's how the first language worked. The thing tells you what it is, you repeat it. So the very first snake is called hiss. Make sense? So notice that there are serpents, muse balls on earth, and that Ahawans are protecting them, right? And we just found out that balls are lions and tigers, respectively. When you listen to a tiger, you will see the sound that this makes, right? Listen to a real tiger. It doesn't sound like what you see on cartoon shows. Rah, 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 rickety row. It don't sound like that. Go see what the real animals sound like. It'd be like, meow, meow. Right? So R.I.S.E is explaining that there was lions in America at one point. Is this even true? At what time did they go extinct? Because we know there ain't no lions in America today. But remember, the Ahawans was around to protect the mound builders, which we know were here. And we know the megalithic builders were here. But now we've proven that they were here along American lions called Panthera anthrax. It's more commonly known as the American lion and is the precursor, older than the ones in Africa. It is also called the North American lion or American cave lion. The scientific name, Panthera anthrax, is a Latin phrase that translates as cruel or fearsome panther. It lived in North America. Listen, it lived in North America from the Pleistocene epoch about 340,000 years ago before it went extinct 11,000 years ago. I'm saying this is taking place 9,000 years ago. Could they be off a 1,000 years too? That this thing still existed? Now, take notes, and take that the American lion goes extinct in the Americas during and after, right? The Younger Dryas. During the Quaternary extinction event, circa 11 to 9,000 BC. But this why R.I.S.E is unmatched. Remember, the Lord's second book correlates to the time of Su or Izaraka, right? The time of Su. Remember, R.I.S.E allows you to put things on date, on time, historically, so you can go back to it and see if it matches up. This is why I tell don't believe it. Do the homework on it. Try to debunk it. Right? Remember, the Lord's second book goes back and correlates to the time of Su, which gives, or is a raka, which gives us the ability to put the actions of these people on a timeline. Watch this. Right? We're looking for the Ark of Izaraka under the Etherian god Su. What time are we talking about? We're talking in between 19,000 and 16,000 BC. They tell you you wasn't nothing. You was a caveman. You was stupid. You was dumb. You couldn't have built the pyramid, Kosmon. What? No, nigga, they just older than y'all thought. We greater than y'all thought. Remember, this the difference in R.I.S.E. It allows us to put what it's saying on a timeline. Is a raka, the 18th arc cycle, a 3,200-year period between 19,553 BC and 16,353 BC, or between 21,000 and 18,000 years ago. We never take into account the environment the people were in. So that's between 19 and 16,000 BC. Even though a mandible of an American lion was found in 1830, right? A mandible was found in 1830. This animal was not even labeled a lion by science till 1971. Not only that they existed, but called it definitely a lion in 1882. Let that sink in. The synopsis of 16 cycles, right? But look, I ain't gonna beat you down. I don't want to wear you out. It's so much stuff. You dig what I'm talking about? But since we done learned about these people, right? Here's a precept, right? This is from the Lord's third book, right? And then we're gonna get down into the remnants of that's left behind by the copper-colored people. Remember, they're the megalithic builders. They build all the big stuff. That they don't even know how they carved it and how they melded the rocks and all that. They don't know how they did none of that. R.I.S.E. gives you a insight into that, but the dope party said is they your ancestors. Watch this. Precept. God said, where are my chosen? Where is the greatest place of the Ions? You have shown me the who? The Ahuans. We talk about in America. You showed me all their great cities. Now, this is in between 7 to 4,000 BC. Again, you showed me all they cities. Not no little villages, huts, sitting in teepees, and you dig what I'm talking about? Beating the drum. No, nigga. Great cities with buildings, multiple storied buildings, high rises. Go look at the picture of Cortez meeting Montezuma. Look at the background. There's buildings that thousands of people are hanging out of. They missing something. I think they whitewashed it. Because where are the chosen? You show me the copper-colored people, the Ahuans. They're great cities and their places of great learning. But the greatest of all you have not shown. Man answered then, I do not know, O Lord, tell me. The Lord said, in among the copper-colored people are the Ions. The true people that historically get called Ma and Yah, the people of illusion, the people of heaven and earth, Ma, Yah, right? The people who are what they are not what they seem to be, and are what they aren't, what they don't seem to be, right? The great Ma and Yah pre-exist the Olmec, huh? Remember, I showed you the Olmec is Ahuan type, Negroidal. But these people exist before them. But in and among the great cities, are the mound builders, the little people. Because remember, the Ahuan's big. And when I say big, if a general people was on average 6'5" to 7'5", they'd be giants today, right? Imagine to just a couple hundred years ago, man was on average about 5'3", 5'4". Not the 6 foot that he is today. Would those 7.5 foot regularly people who produce women who are 7 foot tall regularly, would they be considered giants? Okay. Now, the little cities in the suburbs of the large cities of the copper-colored people, these are the greatest cities. Huh? So when you go, I don't even want to get this away, but when you go to the pyramids, huh? When you go to them vortexian portals where really they imbalance or balance incoming energy. This is what they did. They used to play a note like a piano, but now it's out of tune. So it doesn't play the note perfectly. But when it plays perfectly, every now and then you'll get a spiral vortexian that you can see, because it's gathering material up above the all of the temples, all of the pyramids, every one of them. Especially the 26 major ones. Man inquired of God, how can that be? Behold, the Ahuans are what? We talking about America, y'all. 3-1 compared to the mound builders. The megalithic builders, the copper-colored people, are 3-1 compared to the ions. The Lord said, these that build temples, listen, hewed of stone, the Ahuans, and covered them with polished copper, they're not my people. These warrior kings that fortify their cities with soldiers are not my people. They are not great. Huh? Now, with the revelation, that don't got nothing to do with the fact that we descend from them and that they gave you corporeal dominance on earth. Now, with the revelation that the name of the megalithic builder is Ahua, we need only to look around the Americas for any place called Ahua. Huh? And being that the vowels are anciently, especially Phoenician-wise or phonetically, right, are anciently interchangeable, right? We can also look for what? Ahua, 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 Hua, Hua, etc. Objective proof that this is truthful, right, is that every place we find the Hua in the title and name, every single place, watch what I'm about to show y'all, that we find the Hua, we will also find megalithic structures. Every place we find Hua, we will find megalithic structures with accompanying tales of giants creating these structures. Every single place, right? Remember They literally named the places after themselves. Anybody ever heard of Saxe Ahua Man, or the place where man becomes God? Saxe Ahua Man. They literally left their names. Huh? Megalithic structure, tales of giant people, huh? Megalithic buildings. What about Tia Hua Nako? Huh? What about Hua Raskan? Hmm? Hmm? Meaning the line of the Khan of the Son of God. They're calling man God. Ahua. The land of the Son of God. Hua Raskan. This is my favorite. Huan de Huantar, the underground megalithic structures. Y'all know it's about 30 miles of this stuff underground. Who built that? And how you build it in the mountains? 3,000, 6,000 feet in the sky. You put 30 miles of brick underground. Funny. The place is still named after the megalithic builder race. Hua. De Hua. What about R.I.S.E? Y'all see it? This is a dope one too. What about R.I.S.E? The dope part about R.I.S.E is it's actually a cosmological chart. How the city is laid out. Look at massive megalithic structures built to tell time cosmically. This is dope, right? It's basically a celestial star chart on the ground built as a whole city, a complex. What about Huaca or Huaca el Turo? Huh? See it? Hua. Megalithic builders, accompanying tales of giants. What about Huari? Huh? What about Ollantaytambo? Huh? Which is its Spanish retwist, whose real name is dig this, Huancaño. Remember, these people didn't build. The Aztecs didn't, or the Inca didn't build, Ollantaytambo or Huancaño. Remember, they invaded a people that was already there. A Negroidal people, copper colored with long black coarse hair, just like R.I.S.E described them. These people are called the Chanca, Chanka. Even the early Incas were invaders. This is why they allowed the Spanish right in. They didn't fight the Spanish. They let them in to help them overthrow the Chanca. Who are called, let me get it right, Arahuyo. Arahua. They got Hua in their name, the Chanca. Hua mean nigga. It means you copper colored, Negroidal with with long black coarse hair. You're Negroidal. Huh? Ollantaytambo is really called Huancaño. Huh? What about the temple of Huartara? My thing is, we know that this is a temple. How do you melt it? These are burn marks, family. Scorched stone. Huh? Look what's left. This is a temple. How do you blow it up like that? How do you melt this? This is the temple this way. How do you melt that? How do you blow these megalithic rocks up till they're just laying around like Legos? R.I.S.E get into that too. What about my favorite? T, because this is pronounced all by itself. Ahua. Oh, damn. Let me go back. T Ahua Khan, or the land where man becomes God. Theo. Just like in Greece, they have Theos. Just like in Rome, they have Dios. Just like in ancient Western America, they have Western Europe, they have Dais, just like they have Dais in Asia, India. You dig what I'm talking about? It's the word for God, Theo. Another city where man becomes God, but in the man part is the word Ahua. This is my favorite one. Teotihuacan. This is my spot. You dig what I'm talking about? And remember, the greatest of the cities are among the big megalithic buildings. That should give you an understanding of what we trying to do. Tiahuanaco. See it? Y'all see it?
Yes.
All right. What about Huancanga? Right? Hua Ricanga. Y'all might not notice, but Huancanga is the true name of what they call Carol or Kerosupe. Right? Kerosupe is just, which is this picture. Y'all see this? That's Kerosupe. It's just one part of Huraricanga. They got another sister culture, super megalithic buildings. They don't know how they built none of this stuff. And this is like 1,000 years. This stuff right here, they dated this at like 37, 35 to 39 to 3500 BC in America, known as the oldest city, continuous. Right? Kerosupe. This is the earliest known of the Norte Chico civilization called Keral or Keral-Supe. You now have the ability to tie yourself to the oldest known civilization in the Americas built by your direct ancestor, the Ahuan, the large copper-colored master builder race of the Americas, whose descendants are commonly misnomered as Blacks, Negroes, and African Americans today. Right? And there are hundreds of more examples of Hua being connected to megalithic structures in America alone. Remember, I didn't go nowhere outside of America. I showed them a little bit in other places, but then I came right back home. Now, right? Now, in hopes of not being too long-winded, I I specifically stayed on those just in America. The modern day copper-colored race found here in the Americas, Indians, Negroes, by the colonizers are modern descendants of this large copper-colored megalithic builder race. FYI, the so-called Olmec were also of the Ahoan race. And this is the reason they were depicted as giants, because they were. This new type of information linking the modern copper-colored race to America's deepest antiquity can be startling to many. But what should be even more startling is the fact that this information is not new in fact, but more akin to hidden. Let's take a further look into actual men with giant stature found in the Americas, right? This is, from the sort ancient origins, right? Real quick, the Iroquois, the Osage, the Tuscaroras, the Hurons, the Omahas, the Algonquins, and many other North American Indians all speak of giant men who once lived and roamed in the territories of their forefathers all over what is now the U.S. and our traditions of these ancient giants. Now, just quick question. Now, I got it all down here where it's all, but just to run through it real quick so we can get to some questions. In Ohio, in the Serpent Mound, they found the 7-foot dude. In Crescent Mound in West Virginia, they found 172. In Iowa Mounds, they found 176. In Steelville, Missouri, they found 8 foot. In Miamisburg, Ohio, they found 1.5. In San Diego, California, they found 1.84. In Catalina Island, California, I've done the thing on Catalina Island. They find thousands of these big old people out there. But one specimen is 9'2". Beaver Lake, Ozarks, Arkansas. Look, they're everywhere. Beaver Lake, Ozarks, Arkansas, 10-foot man. Lompoc Rancho, California, a 12-foot dude. West Hickory in Pennsylvania, a 18-foot man, and he ain't the only one. There's 2 of them. That's 3 normal people, right? These are the records. One thing about every one of these records, every single one of them, right? Don't matter if they was found, what happened. When they got found, one thing happened to every single one of them. The Smithsonian came in and poof. Now watch this. This is the dope part, and I'm going to go ahead in. Now watch this. Hold on. Oh, whoa, my bad, y'all. Let me go back down. All right, that's all the documentation, the footage, the newspaper of the time of these giants being documented in history. You dig what I'm saying? But look, right? People normally 6 foot. Let's just say, if an 18-foot human being, right, is tough to concept, right, or to visualize or to conceptualize, right? Right, that's hard, right? That's hard for anybody to conceptualize or accept, right? But leave it to the book of Earth, Sky, and Spirit to unveil the subjective beliefs surrounding men of gigantic stature and objectively reveal the truth behind large copper-colored megalithic builders of America. R.I.S.E gives a description. Listen, right? Dang, why did it do that? Keep switching. My bad, y'all. Let me go back down. Watch this. R.I.S.E gives a description of the first prophet that of the creator of the world's first monotheistic religion or ideology, right? They give a description of this dude in R.I.S.E, right? His name is Zarathustra. He is misunderstood as Zoroaster, a whole nother person. They're 6,000 years apart, right? They're 2 total different people, just so happen to be from the same area Persia, northern Persia, right? But Zarathustra, R.I.S.E, right, is the world's first monotheistic prophet, right? Circa 39, 53 BC. He goes on his little, thing, and he's about 33 years old when he does his thing, right? It should sound familiar. Now look, now the crazy part is his story. When you get to hearing his story, it's gonna sound real familiar about somebody that you was told about. Now, mind you, this is 7,000 BC. Right? I'm not exaggerating. This is 7,000 BC. They talking about this dude, Zarathustra, the very first prophet. Listen, R.I.S.E, Book of God's Word 3 and 14. It says, so the virgin and her son dwelt in the forest of goats. Most goats in the forest, Persia. Look it up. Until what? Zarathustra was a large man and grown to maturity, and his stature was what? Equal to 3 ordinary men. Nor could any number of men lay him on his back, but because of his gentleness, like a young goat, the tribes of the forest called him the what? The Lamb of God, signifying strength and will and goodwill, right? And this is our depiction of the great Zarathustra. This is how he's described, right? This is Zarathustra, the first prophet of Order Maz, circa 7,053 BC. Now, it says he was the height of 3 regular men. Today is actually 18 feet tall. So the fact that we're finding these people in mounds, is it just a coincidence? Well, here's a little faith fun fact. Dig this. R.I.S.E makes a claim, right, that the tallest people in America, sourced from the region anciently, that the tallest people in America sourced from the regions between the Ohio and the Tennessee rivers. Watch this. First book of God, right? First book of God, 25 and 4. R.I.S.E, who was the son of Tenimham, was the son of Tusinganga, who built the Great Eastern Canal. Remember, there's only one canal that flows off the Mississippi that goes east. It splits into another canal. So Asiowagalakola means the eastern flowing Mississippi or Great Water. Osceola is the name of the Mississippi. Galachicola is the way it's moving. It's east, right? So Tusinganga, he built the Great Eastern Canal, right? In the rich valley of Tidewanagasi, which is the Ohio River, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and West Virginia Valley, and through the land of Senegal, which is Tennessee, the Tennessee River Valley, Kentucky, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, and Virginia, where dwelt what? The large men, the Angiwaha.
All right, Kosmon.
Hold on.
It's time. It's been time, but Paul let you get a little extra run. That's cool. We want to open up the platform now, see if anybody have any pushback or see if they would like to challenge the information. All right, brother, is that cool?
Yeah. Let me just finish what I'm saying, and then you can you can let them in as I'm finishing what I'm saying, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it up. Right.
All right.
Right. But I want y'all to know that R.I.S.E says that in between in this same area, listen, in this same area, the tallest people in America anciently came from in the blue region, in the Ohio, Tennessee region. But look, notice that touch all the way over here in Illinois, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, all that in the same region. That's what they're naming off, right? Now notice that there are only 2 easternly flowing great rivers that source from the Osceola or the Mississippi, the Illinois and the Ohio, but R.I.S.E is not claiming that anciently, on average, this area produced the largest people in the world, in Americas, but the same still holds today. I want y'all to show this. In the same region today, right here, in them same regions, we generate the tallest people on average in the Americas, right here. Right? And remember, R.I.S.E is revealing this information in 1881, decades before man was able to prove what R.I.S.E was saying objectively and scientifically, making the book of Earth, Sky, and Spirit a primary on the large copper-colored Negroes of America, now revealed as a horn. Okay, so yeah, let's get back to it. Let's see what they want to say. What's the word?
All right, thank you so much. I think that was thorough. I believe it's time. I don't see anybody coming in for smoke. I see one of your, wait, no, I'll take that back. Rakufu, we have Prince Kosmon who joined, but Rakufu has been up here absorbing all the information and waiting patiently. Thank you for that, Kosmon. Cal Rakufu, what do you think about what the brother has been teaching up here?
Well, a lot of it, the majority of it, I would say, is white racism. Some of it has, like everything, truth to it. I was just personally, my experience with that book and the R.I.S.E when I was locked up in the prison, and we used to have debates against the Aryan Brotherhood. The place Persia he's talking about, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Nordic Aryan people, claim that. That's why they call themselves Aryan Nation. If you know, the land of Aryan is Iran. Iran only means Aryan when translated. So they're
down.
So with that, I'm just and I wouldn't say that some of his stuff is not on point, but in that book, the R.I.S.E, and in they talk about the black people being the lesser beings, the indigo race, and the frames of European people as inheritors of higher civilization. And also one other thing he said at about 155 minutes in, he said, and even the American lion is older than the African lion, which is an untruth, because the African lion. Let me finish and then go ahead. I'm gonna finish right here with this.
Okay, go ahead.
That the American lion is that's distinct, extinct right now. Right? Give me 1 second. The American lion that is
get it together.
Extinct, right? That's what I'm looking for. Okay, mountain lion native to America are okay. So that lion mountain lions are native to they are not okay. So mountain lions are still here. We still got mountain lions right now. But the lion he's talking about is extinct. That was one of the older lions. And now it says the lion that is extinct in America, I asked, is not the father of or before the African lion. Correct. The statement is scientifically accurate. The extinct American lion was not the father of nor an ancestor that came before the African lion. He said that it was before the African lion and it was the oldest. Here is the clean evolutionary explanation. No ancestor. I'm almost finished.
Okay, because
no ancestor, descendant relationship. American lion, Panthera atrox, extinct. African lion, Panthera leo, extant. Neither evolved from the other. They are sister lineage.
Thank you.
Child. Okay, so I'm getting around to it.
So, hey, look, just hold on, because you misrepresenting what I
want peace. I want problems always.
Yeah. Anyways, like I said, is Iran in Persia?
Yeah, it actually is Persia.
Yeah, well, that's my whole point. That whole area was anciently called Persia before it was called Iran. And guess what? The people of the Ara, right? were not blonde-haired or blue-eyed.
I know that
Right?
when I studied.
So
That's what they
and
claim.
then hold on again. You're conflating Urantia and OWASP as if they're the same, and they're not. And if you claim to have read both, like you said you did, either you did or you lying, one of the two, you would know that they are two different things and say two different things.
But they don't.
Urantia is more like Bible.
Yeah, but when
Urantia is Bible.
You're right. But when they come to it, they put the blacks as the lower.
No, they don't. I just proved that. Did you watch it? Did you watch?
I've been watching since the beginning what you said.
Hold on. Listen. What I said is that all people, right, especially everybody on earth today, comes from one stock, irregardless of what skin color they are. They're negroidal. Did you hear that part?
Okay.
Even your whites are niggas.
I get that. They'll probably say the same thing. They'll say they evolved more and we stayed at a lower stage, is what I'm trying to explain.
Well, you talking about evolution. Evolution is not real, sir.
It's not. That's what I'm trying to say.
So it's made up. So stop with that.
No. Let's ask.
Hold on, brother. You're confusing. Brother, you're confused.
I can believe what you feel. I can believe that. But do you really know? Did you really know?
No, you know.
Thank you.
Right. So, like I'm saying, just chill out because you mixing up the dope. You dig what I'm talking about? You mixing up the dope.
I didn't know that.
Okay. We don't do crack. We don't do that. Crack is whack.
Right.
Now
don't do crack. So my thing is, like my thing, like I said, it's not like OWASP is not like Urantia. And since you made the claim, it is incumbent upon you to go in Urantia and show that OWASP say the same thing Urantia say. Go ahead.
Okay. Anybody can talk while I look for that because I did have it. I just got to find it. Or you can hold up. I just don't want to take.
Yeah, you got this, Rocky. Thank you for coming in with the smoke, and I appreciate it. Come on in, brother.
I got
go
the
ahead,
young
brother.
I got the young false god killer up in here, Prince Kosmon, young Judah Vaughn up in this thing. What's going on, brother? You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, this is what bro.
And just to be, just to clear the air, you dig what I'm talking about? This is what I don't like. People who have a limited experience trying to get up here and tell what they heard, not what they know. You dig what I'm talking about? There ain't
Kosmon. Kosmon, did you say evolution is not real?
Yeah, man. The evolution, how they teach it is
not
not real.
With you on that. He said, yeah, he knows.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you, sir? You don't know what you're talking about.
Evolution, as it's taught, is eugenic based. It's not, in fact, real. And when you even when you mix animals together, right, that are of the same genus but of different species, the hybridized offspring is always sterile.
Exactly.
Come on in, Prince Kosmon.
So this is how you get donkeys that can't breed. An ass breeds with a horse, creates a donkey. The donkey is sterile. You dig what I'm talking about? There are some that, now I've heard this, but I've never seen it. I've heard that they're, just because, wolves and dogs are different things, right? They're different species, but they're of the same genus. They're canids, right? So because they're canids, they can breed. But the resulting offspring, just like my Uncle Didi's dog, he had a half husky, half timber wolf. We tried to breed that thing to everything because it was bad. We tried to breed it to everything. It would not, it wouldn't take. It would stick and everything. And we think that, we even had false pregnancies. But it was never able to reproduce itself. You dig what I'm saying? So that was what I would offer up objectively as proof as one thing does not turn into the other. Right. Also to debunk the entire evolution ideology would be the Cambrian explosion, right? Everything popped up, right? And all the animals we have that still exist on the earth came at that time too. There are just animals that don't exist anymore, mostly because of climate and environmental conditions.
Do you mind if I ask you a quick question? If you said mention Cambrian, how do you mention Cambrian and then you don't believe in evolution?
No. The time has nothing to do with evolution. No, the evolution didn't create the Precambrian period.
Okay, I found it when you're ready.
Okay, thanks.
It says both R.I.S.E 1882 and Urantia 1955 were written.
Wait a minute. Are you reading this off of
no matter where I'm reading
Gemini?
it off, you knock it down if it ain't true. That's
okay. I'll knock it down.
Right, that's all. Race was believed to be biological and hierarchical. Europeans were assumed incorrectly to be the apex of civilization. Non-European peoples were framed as earlier evolutionary stages. They reflect outdated racial science, not ancient wisdom. R.I.S.E race concepts, core ideas in R.I.S.E. R.I.S.E teaches that humanity is divided into distinct races. Races evolve spiritually and morally at different rates. Some civilizations are advanced, others retarded. Their language. Key problems. Dark-skinned people are often associated with earlier spiritual development. Lighter-skinned peoples are linked to later moral or intellectual refinement. Africa and indigenous regions are framed as receivers, not originators. That's
wrong.
That's false. Sure.
Down.
Hold on.
This
because hold on, let me shoot that down. Hold on, let me shoot it down.
I will just finish with that one line. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
This mirrors Victorian racial hierarchy, not history. Go ahead.
All right, well.
Hell no, that's false.
All right, yeah. First of all, R.I.S.E states that it labels the tribes of the Hamitic peoples as the teachers. So you're wrong.
Exactly.
So and that's what you get for reading whatchamacallit. But let me tell you what it do say about white people, right? Right? Since you got that wrong, right? Let me share this with you. All right, I gotta hold on, share the screen. Let's go in R.I.S.E and not use a Google search about it because Google don't know nothing about it. Because if you ask Google, does it say the word aborigine or aboriginal? Google will tell you it don't say it. But it's the word is in there a bunch of times, a couple times. So right. Yeah, aboriginal. Now look, let's see what it say about these quote unquote Europeans, right? Let's see what it actually says about it, right? Not what you saying, because what is saying is not what you saying or what that fake AI is saying, right? And these call themselves, look, Israelites and Jews, and nevertheless, watch this. Hold on, let me go back up one. Now, in reference to the faithists in China and India, or Vindu, they were no longer identified with the kingdoms or governments, but lived about in scattered families in Arabia, the Middle East and Africa, Hellas, and Europa. They were scattered in all directions. From the time of Joshua's death, right, which happened in 110 BC, not 33 AD, 110 BC. Right? 36 years, not 33 after his birth. He was born, Yeshu was born in 146 BC, died in 110 during the Hasmonean dynasty. Right? From the time of Yeshua's death in Jerusalem, they began to what? Migrate mostly westward, towards the west. And these called themselves Israelites and Jews. But watch this. Nevertheless, many of these Israelites and Jews were apostates in fact, eating flesh and marrying with other peoples. Now, watch this. Watch this. After the fall of the great empire of Egypt, do y'all know when the fall of the great empire of Egypt was? When was this? When did Egypt fall?
70 AD. 70 AD. 70 AD. No? When Rome, are you talking about are you talking about
Egypt.
wait, are you talking
about
about Israel? I came in, I lost connection. Did you say the Israel that were
When was the fall of Egypt?
Oh, I don't know that one.
He said Egypt. So you mean the fall of the last indigenous person to rule, or when the Romans, or what do you mean fall?
What Ptolemy? I don't know. We don't know. Tell us.
Now there's 2 great falls of Egypt.
3.
There's one during the 19th dynasty that culminated or during what we would call the Bronze Age collapse. It was able to bounce back. But during the fall of Egypt that they're talking about, this is 32 BC with Caesarion and the last male ruler being overthrown by Octavian, and the Greeks being overthrown by the Romans. So now this is the fall they're talking about. Listen.
But are you going to give us long-winded answers, or can we right back get at? Because I want to get right back at you.
Let me ask you a question about that, because I need to find out a little bit more. Can I ask you a question?
You shouldn't bring up all that falsehood, and then I gotta correct it.
No, you didn't, because I got it right here.
Right, because you just lied and said
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Because you just lied and said
you lied and said
that R.I.S.E said that white people was going through this metamorphosis that
does use archaic forms like
bro, R.I.S.E ain't no racist.
Yeah. So anyways, so
I was going to ask a question.
Let me show you what it actually say about white people, because you lied to the people. We heard you lie.
Go ahead, Cos, read it, man.
Watch this. I'm not lying.
I'm reading it. I'm reading it right now.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Yes! What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay.
Right. So like I said, you dig what I'm talking about? I'm letting you know that your AI and you are wrong.
No,
you
brother,
dig what I'm talking about?
It's okay to be wrong, bro. It's okay to be wrong.
Quiet, brother. Just be quiet. I know you're tripping.
Let him read, man.
Don't hurt. Listen, I'm going to punch you either way.
We're going to move on to Humble real quick. We got to get to Humble. Thank you for being here. Just hold tight 1 second, everybody, family. Everybody hit the like button. I'm sure you're enjoying this. We have 221 people in the building. Peace, Humble. Do you have anything to address with the brothers about the brothers?
Wait a minute, Nicole. I'm not finished. Wait.
All right, hold on. Okay.
Wait.
So I just came.
No.
Let him drive his point home real quick. Can he drive his point home?
Be quiet. Because you lied about what R.I.S.E say about white people. You're a liar. And I'm going to show you a liar. And you're going to be quiet and take it till I'm done.
There's no giants.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Now shut your mouth and be quiet.
Read it, guys. Let's get to it.
You need to go back to Venice Beach with that old.
Hey, hold on. Just throw them in the back. Throw them in the back till I'm done talking. Then you can bring them right back.
Man, kick him off the show. That stuff is
boring. Hold on. If I could just get back to running the show.
It's show, cuz.
Yeah, just
listen. First off,
put him in the back. He's a liar. I'm gonna show him what the book actually says about these white folks.
Okay. Let me. Do you mind if I get in here and just moderate? Do you guys mind?
Go ahead.
Okay. Thanks a lot. I just want to say, Rakufu, go ahead and mute out and let him get. I'm not putting him in the back, but he will mute out. Let him speak. Don't interrupt him, please, brother. And then after you address it, Kosmon, I'd like to bring Humble up. Okay. Go ahead.
Now, I was just addressing the lie that this dude just told. Raku fool. He just got up here and lied, read some stuff that he Google searched for 5 seconds and thought it was true. No, you and AI are objectively wrong. Let's see what it says about it. Now, after the fall of the great empire Egypt in 32 BC, her people migrated westward. These are your so-called Alexandrians. Hundreds of thousands of them. These are melanated people also even then. Hundreds of thousands of them. And they settled in Western Europa, where they married with the Aborigines. Their offspring were called Druids, Picts, Gaels or Gaelic, Celtic, the Wales or the Welsh, Gauls or Gauls, and Johans, right? Hold on, wait a minute. Damn. Hold on. Somehow I did. Okay, hold on. Where we at? Hold on. Something just. Hold on.
Like the video. Thumb up the video. Like the video. Thumb up the video.
Okay. Here we go. Right back where I was at. Right. And they settled in Western Europe, where these people who had already been mixing with these Jews, so-called Israelites, with the Aborigines, right, of Europe, like Cheddar Man, their offspring were called Druids, Picts, Gaels, the Wales, the Gauls, the Johans, which are your modern day English, also known as Johns, right? All of which, now every name that I just said, Druid, Pict, Gaels, Wales, Gauls, Johan, every one of those names, every one of them are Egyptian names. Huh? So what it's trying to tell you, right? Watch this. Now, when the faithists were moved by inspiration of God to have no more kings and to flee away from the Christian warriors, they came among the people mentioned above. The apostate faithists married with them, and their offspring were the forefathers of those now called French, German, Russian, and English. So no, nigga, we do not believe in your evolutionary story or your false AI or your rendering of what I got to say about white.
So can I ask?
Damn! When he called me a nigga like that,
Can I ask a question real quick?
Mama and his stinking kids and everything, right?
Let's not use the N-word.
Can I ask a question?
Let's not call each other names, please.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Get off the show.
Yeah, do
Let
it.
Let this brother talk, man.
So anyway, I got the book right here, verbatim for what it says.
Nigga, we got the book on the screen. What you talking about?
Stop using nigga. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna mess up the algorithm. You already heard him ask you. I get it when Kosmon said it like just off rip, like naturally, but like if you heard him say don't say it, why do you come in and say it over? Please don't do it. Just don't use the word, please. I'm asking you nicely. Now, before Rakufu, let them just get. Can you let me let Humble in, please? Because he wants to address the brothers. I appreciate everybody being here. Hold that thought, Rakufu. This is a great back and forth. This is a smoke session, so it's supposed to be a back and forth. By the way, go ahead, Humble.
All right. So y'all know I just got in here. A little bit of what I seen from the brother. Number one, I seen that his text used the word for Europa and the word Jerusalem. That right there in his own holy text is anachronistic. I don't know who you got to do. I don't know who you got to talk to get that together. The next thing I want to point out from the brother is he spoke about somebody by the name of Yahoo. I want to know who that person is and is there any anthropology?
What is the definition of anachronistic?
Last and not least, Sister Napa, I just wanna the panel to hear this. Y'all know I normally read it, but it's on my phone, so you know it ain't gonna take too long if I may.
Yeah, go
Please
ahead.
don't.
And anachronistic means it's not in order with the timelines, like historical timelines. They're like off. Like if you have a cell phone, somebody talking about a cell phone in 1900s, like early no, well, not like 1901, saying, and then they use their cell phone. That would be anachronistic.
Right.
Like cell phones weren't invented.
What is he saying is not anachronistic? What is he talking
He's
about?
going to show you right now.
Jerusalem.
He's saying the word
Humble,
Europe
play
and
that
Jerusalem.
again.
Nigga, that's crazy.
Humble, can you play whenever you played again?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just so I can hold on. Wait. Just so I'm following. Hold on. Just so I'm following. Are you saying that the word Egypt and Jerusalem weren't being used in 32 BC?
No, I said Jerusalem and Europa did not exist during the same time.
At 32 BC?
Yes, they did not exist during that time.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Show it.
Okay, so now I was playing something about this book that he's talking about. We don't even trust the Bible. We had the Hebrews up here talking
we don't
about
trust
they don't
no
even
book.
trust the
We
Bible.
don't trust no books.
We don't trust no book.
Why should we come up here and trust in a
We shouldn't.
We don't. We don't trust in books.
We don't trust books. Hey, listen, hold on. Let me tell you what R.I.S.E say about books. First
Tell
of all, you gotta read all of them and then judge them. Because if you don't judge them, you're gonna
They could become a snare
of your own making. And then it tells you again that less truth comes from books than what is written by the Creator in all His creations, His Son.
Mm-hmm.
So who is Yahoo? Okay, who is this character Yahoo you was talking about?
Who is Yahoo? You tell us where he is.
We was just talking about him. Who is he?
Where are you talking about this Yahoo is at?
In this R.I.S.E Bible you was just quoting from.
What are you talking about? Ain't no Yahoo in here. Show us where Yahoo is.
Can I ask my question?
No, you act like a heathen. Let them talk.
No, let the brother. He trying to get something out, but I'm trying to say that.
Hold on. First off, wait. What is the issue? Let me let Humble get his clear challenge out to the brother, and then I will let your brother Kosmon respond, and then I guess you call yourself Prince Kosmon. You can come in afterwards. So Humble, give him your clear pushback and let him respond.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Clear pushback is the fact that you're using a 2007 R.I.S.E standard. You don't even got the right amount of intelligence and your own craft to go and get an original. You got a 2007 R.I.S.E standard edition with all of these anachronisms in it, and you're trying to teach this to the people as if this is facts and historical. You're talking as this is historical. And then I just asked you, was Europa and Jerusalem around during the same exact time?
Go ahead.
Read that. Yes, the word Europe and the landmass it describes absolutely existed at the same time in 32 BC.
So what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Jerusalem and the word Europe existed at the same time.
Okay. We don't do crack. We don't do that. Your crack is whack.
All right,
crack is whack.
So really fast. Hold up. Time out.
You're wrong already. You're already wrong.
You're wrong. Hey,
I answered this
on this page where
yeah,
it
but
said Europa.
Go ahead, Humble.
Humble, you wrong already.
We talk about Europa.
We already answered this
wasn't a continent in the Bronze Age.
We already canceled your question.
We already answered you. We ain't talking about Bronze
Bro,
Age.
get out.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Okay, now listen. Oh, he mad. He big mad now.
My boy emotional.
He ain't humble no more. He ain't humble no more.
Man, they just want to get up here and cuss each other out.
You him out. You him out because he didn't went all the way back. Listen, he didn't went all the way back to the Bronze Age. But I told the brother that we're talking about 32 BC.
Thank you, Humble.
Yeah,
Can I ask my question?
Go ahead,
quiet. Be quiet.
Let's hear from Kosmon, and then yes, you can get in here after him, Prince.
Like so instantly. clearly you could tell this brother was confused. We talking about 32 BC. He went all the way back to the Bronze Age. I cleared it up that we're not talking about that time. We're talking about the fall from Greek to Roman of Egypt, 32 BC. Right? He came in here not understanding what he was talking about and said that the word Europe and Jerusalem didn't exist at the same time during 32 BC. So I just simply asked a very simple question. Did the word and the landmass exist at the same time Jerusalem existed during 32 BC? And we just read that it said it did. So I'm not here to argue with nobody who don't know what they talking about.
Well, it's a smoke session, so I know you don't mind if he comes back in. What do you want to say, Humble? I want you to say what you need to say in response to that.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Just let him ramble. Let him ramble.
Let him get back. Listen, it's a smoke session.
Come on, bro. You gotta chill.
You won't even let him ramble. Let him ramble.
Hey, why when he's talking though? Like we can't hear his response, so you can get listen to it.
Ain't no response. He was wrong.
No, there is a response.
Anachronistic. How do you take a Bronze Age term like Europa that used that matter of fact? When you look into the term Europa, it stands for a mythic Greek woman. So why would you use a Bronze Age term for such a late age period? That doesn't make any sense. If the
bro,
word
you don't make sense, cuz. Calm your ass down.
Then why would you use the word Europa?
Brother, you're not on the right. You're not on the proper timeline, brother.
Yeah, you're on the wrong timeline, cuz. Simple.
Timeline, brother.
Then hold on. If they were doing all of that, why wouldn't they use the word Jerusalem instead of Jerusalem? Like, bro, they all these guys.
We speak English, nigga.
Inside Netta, they're going to be a part of my presentation.
You know, it don't matter.
Ew, I'm embarrassed. Can we stop?
Yeah, that don't matter, man. You dig what I'm talking about?
Okay, let me thank you, Humble. At
least you'll have something that's real to talk about. You dig what I'm talking about? And explain to the people how you off your timeline. We're not talking about Bronze Age, silly man. We're talking about 1st century BC Egypt.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thousands of years off topic, brother. Sorry.
Thousands of years off topic. Yeah. So all I was saying was that, first of all, Kosmon, you did a great job bringing out the objective proof dealing with the Ahuans being the megalithic mound builders in America, and that they were copper colored, right? Brown skinned folks on this continent. R.I.S.E is the only book, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe R.I.S.E is the only book that proves or that speaks about the megalithic mound builders, the Ahuans being copper colored originally.
It wasn't a book.
What?
You just said R.I.S.E is not a book.
I didn't say it is a book. Clearly, nigga, it's a bound book. What are you talking about?
Hey, let me say this
real
quick. Let me
your
stop you right now. Let me just get your friend. Hey, bro.
Keep talking.
Hey, your friend needs to listen because I don't know if he heard me, and it's all good. I appreciate him being up here, but we would like for you to stop saying the N-word so much. I mean, I know everybody says it, but it's like the algorithm goes off and Sonnetter doesn't want to say that too much stuff. So that's why I had to put it. Maybe he could listen to me if I just drop him back for a second. I'm going to put you back on the stage.
Put Rakufu in the back. If you're going to put Dog in the back.
No. I have to. No, but Rakufu, when I asked him to stop doing something, he actually respected it. And that's the only thing. You were even respected it. It's not I'm not picking on anybody. He just continues to blatantly say it. And I'm just letting the brother know, maybe it's just a habit. It's not something to dwell on. I'm just asking him, let's try not to say it. That's all. We're moving right along. Okay, everybody. So Kosmon, let me ask you a question. You're saying that to them clearly, because I want to reset and let you just get the mic and then we can pass it around again. You're saying that Humble's wrong, that it is actually, you said what, 32, what'd you say the year was, 32 BC? Are you there, Kosmon?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
Was that
listening.
Yeah, because he said it's anachronistic, meaning it's not. It's your timeline is off. With what you're saying,
No,
you
well,
want humble to.
no, I'm saying
What?
he's anachronistic. Well, I just looked that up. You dig what I'm talking about? I had to make sure that meant what it meant. What I'm telling you is he's anachronistic because 32 BC is objectively not the Bronze Age. He's just wrong. I'm not arguing. You dig what I'm talking about? So he talking about one thing, I'm talking about another. I'm saying in 3200 BC, the word Europe and the word and which doesn't come from a Greco-Roman goddess. There was an African priestess or a daughter of an Egyptian that was sent north. That name Europa purportedly comes from, that gets turned into a Greek deity later on in time. But what I'm saying is he's just off on his timeline. Remember, I'm the only one up here that can tell time.
Okay, I'm gonna let you, and I'm gonna let your brother Prince Kosmon get in after. Are you done? I didn't know if I thought you were finished. I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I just wanted Prince to finish what he was saying.
Yeah. Okay, come on in, Prince, please. Can you hear me? He's on the panel, right? Yes. I don't think we can hear him though. We cannot. I can't hear him. Can you guys hear him?
He came off mute. I don't know why we can't hear him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Come back in. It's all good.
Okay, I was going to speak on it next, Nepal, if I may. So
go ahead. Sure.
So are we Rakufu, before we go further, are you willing to admit that you were incorrect about what R.I.S.E says about white people? Because they said R.I.S.E say white people as we know.
Let him get it out, Rakufu. Let him get the whole thing out. He's asking you another question.
I'm asking you a question. Now, are you willing to admit AI and what you were regurgitating was wrong, as into about what R.I.S.E had to say about white people?
I will.
R.I.S.E actually says they come about Johnny come lately.
Okay, I will be willing to admit that if you can refute this. If you refute this, I ain't arguing with you. Can I go ahead and say it to you?
Go ahead.
All right. So yes, the text of R.I.S.E, because I said it, I asked it just like this. And then if we ask it certain questions, we can get answers that are accurate. It's not always pseudo. Okay. So what does the R.I.S.E say about white people being smarter than blacks? Give me the exact quotes and the passages.
What? That's a dumbass question.
No, be quiet, but let him get it out, because he pseudos die by their own sources. Go ahead.
It's fake, that's what I'm saying. Clown talk how you want. Okay. Yes, the text of R.I.S.E, a new Bible, does contain passages that have been interpreted as stating that certain peoples described as dark should not intermarry with others, and places the so-called dark people, in quotations, in a negative role relative to those depicted as pure chosen. These passages are written in the archaic pseudo-biblical style of the book. Here are verbatim excerpts from the actual text from the Lord's 5th book that are relevant to your question about racial language in R.I.S.E. For this reason, oh my beloved, shall ye not wed with the drugs, the dark.
Where is that?
I'm
right.
Go up.
Hold on. Let me finish. We're going to pull it up with you. We're going to pull it up with you.
All right. Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, we got the book.
What's the page?
R.I.S.E, Lord's 5th book, chapter
I got it right here.
18.
Lord's 5th book, chapter 1.
Lords, hold on.
We got the book. We ain't got to go to Google to look it up.
Lord's 5th book, chapter what? Chapter what?
Chapter 1.
1, 18.
Chapter 1 and 18.
For this reason.
Okay, hold on. I'm going back up. 1 and 18. Wait a minute. You said, wait. You said the Lord's 5th book.
First, it got to be
first. 1 and 18.
Wait, let me do this. I know how to do it. You can see it on my phone. Look on my phone. What does that say right there?
Hold on.
What does that say right there?
It says R.I.S.E, Lord's 5th book, chapter 1, and page 18.
Page 122 in big blue.
Can you see it?
Hold on.
122 in big blue. I don't got it on the PDF. I'm gonna pull it up.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, we see it. You can
chapter
take it down now.
Chapter 1, verse what?
I'm making sure you can see. I want them to see it so they can say what it
Chapter
says.
1, verse 18. I see. Yeah.
Okay. You can see it
Chapter
now.
1 and 18. Hold on. I'm getting down to it right
For this reason, oh my beloved, you shall not wear
I'm reading. I was reading it. I'm reading it, brother. Why you
reading it right now?
Polluted and your hairs go down
Why
to
are
the
you
heel.
reading it? It's so
Hold
weird.
on. Let him read
in the
what
back?
is in the Lord's 5th book, 1 and 18. Go ahead.
All right. For this reason, O my beloved, shall ye not wed with the drunks, the dark people that borrow in the ground, lest your seed be polluted and your hairs go down to hell with R.I.S.E or Manius. R.I.S.E, Lord's 5th book, chapter 118. This passage refers to a group called drunks, the dark people, describes intermarriage with them as something that would pollute seed, align them with a negative spiritual consequence. It does not use modern terms like white or black, but rather uses R.I.S.E's own internal racialized terminology. Go ahead now.
That's bullshit.
Okay. Now watch this. Hold on. Stop cussing, please, bro.
Brother, please. Yeah, are you just doing that on purpose? I don't understand. Sonnetter, you don't want him. I'm not removing him from the panel. Sonnetter doing that because he's cursing. So I just want to let you know.
Well, hold on. I just want to show y'all that Rakufu is a bad liar. Right?
A liar,
He's
or am
gonna
I
be
just
mad.
something?
Watch this. He gonna be big mad.
Okay.
He gonna be big mad. Share my screen.
And when Kosmon, I want you to know this. I'm not making statements as I'm asking questions. Why is it said?
Right,
It's my first time reading, so don't say I'm lying.
I know.
It's not my,
I know. You should listen to people who actually know.
No, but I can ask a question, brother.
Yeah, but no, you're making statements. You're not asking questions.
No, I am. I'm saying
because you're a liar.
I'm
right?
not the liar.
And then I'm gonna show you that this AI don't know more than me.
Bro, don't even go back and forth with the pseudos, bro.
Listen. I'm showing that your AI, nor you, nor your gods, your natures, know no more than me. Now we are in the Lord's 5th book, right? We see number 1 right here. Now let's go down to 18 and see if it talk about drugs and going down to hell and everything that he just said. Because I think he's a liar.
Why does it say 19 on there?
Hold on.
Can you tell us?
Let's go down.
But why does it say 19? Can you explain to me that? I don't understand
because
that.
That's the 19th book.
Yeah, the 19th book. That's all it is.
Chapter 1, verse 18. Right? So let's see what it actually says. Because he's a liar. Right? And I want to expose him. And I want to expose that AI don't know more. Just because you're relying on it doesn't make you intelligent, sir. Intelligence comes from inside.
From knowing.
From knowing, not belief.
Okay, let's get. Can
you should have actually opened the book before you opened your ignorant mouth. Because actually, in the Lord's 5th book, chapter 1 and 18, let's see what it actually says. It don't say nothing to what he said. Hereto said, for this reason, oh my beloved, you shall not wed with drugs.
Say that right.
The dark people, right? That bury in the ground, lest your seed become polluted and go down to hell with Arameans. Now watch this.
He just said that's
I learned something.
Hey man, we gotta be better than
this. I can learn something real quick.
Watch this. This is what he's saying. He's saying a drunk, right? That dark means the skin. This is what he's saying. Well, remember, drunk means dark.
Exactly.
Watch this. Let me blow his whole thing up because he thinks this is a race of people. It's not a race. It's how a people act. Drunk is a lifestyle.
Exactly.
It's a warrior lifestyle. It has nothing to do with skin color. Let me show you what a drunk is. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you that Rakufu is a drunk.
Oh, wait.
Watch this.
Man, you so
Let's look up the definition. Let's look up the definition of drunk and see if Rakufu is a drunk.
Who definition are you
Because
giving?
it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with ethnicity.
You shouldn't let that bother you.
Drunk don't have nothing to do with skin color.
Watch this. A druge, right, applies to an angel. the same as a druk to a mortal, a low, dark, dangerous person, evil, right? But look, what is a druk? A druk is a physical person. It's a low mortal, one who desires no spiritual life, one who cannot understand spiritually. Rakufu,
Hey,
you are a drunk. You are an evil man.
Just want you to blanket. Nigga, we gotta get out of here. I done seen too much. Niggas can't tell me nothing. That's why when niggas be talking tough, I said, man, just say it. I done seen all that. Nigga said he want to just go home.
So any dark spirit, no matter what race, could be a drug, right?
So first book of the First Lord's chapter 2.
Any race can be a drug.
Like I said,
dark has to do with spirit.
Hey, hold on one second. Hold on. Let me get this out.
Hey, are these definitions by Newborough?
No.
So who made those definitions you reading?
The angelic beings said they made it.
The angelic, what angelic beings?
The angelic beings that wrote the book.
Angelic beings
come straight out of fairy tale.
Yeah, John Bottle Newborough didn't write a lot.
Are you stupid?
Dude had a seance.
Are you okay?
Nobody.
Can you prove? Hold up. We in the toughest environment.
You a drug.
We in the toughest
You acting like a drug.
Can you prove scholastically an angelic being wrote that book?
No, it came to. Listen,
I don't want to hear you talking about no angelic being.
Listen. Oh, girl,
nigga,
what you want to hear? We don't care what you want to hear. I want you to line your.
Yourself the season, man. This nigga reading from the Lord of the Rings.
Hey, listen.
All right. Let's get Zion Wardchild in here.
Believe, brother.
Hey,
we don't
let's
care
get
what you believe. Hey, listen.
Okay, let's
I want
get
you to
Zion
line your
Wardchild.
mustache up, but you won't do that.
All right, got you. Okay, let's do this.
My thing is, I went and showed that what he was talking about is not about skin color.
Right here is about skin color. This passage categorized groups by skin color and body type. The ions are described as white and yellow, and the drugs are brown and black. You idiot.
We already discussed.
On my MTV app. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to.
I understand. Why do y'all keep pressing it? Why do y'all keep doing that?
Because when I do that, it should let you know that you need to let me talk and get the next person in, please. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presentation. It's definitely a smoke session. You definitely giving people the smoke and they're bringing the smoke right back. So it's all good. I just need to get Zion Wardchild in because he wants to, ask you some questions.
Paul, can I cut in for a minute?
I have no questions. I got statements.
All right.
Let me cut in for a minute real quick, Nepal.
Right. Okay.
You should have kept Rakufu because Rakufu just cut Kosmon. Kosmon said it's not about skin color. Kosmon went in their book and showed them it is.
But it's not about skin color. Stop lying, Sarnetta.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you what Rakufu did.
I just showed you in the book, drug don't mean
what Rakufu just did.
Lying. Just stop lying.
All right. Hold on, Kosmon. Rakufu, can you read what you read before?
Yes, sir.
And tell us where you getting that from.
From the book. I asked for the quote itself. Here are verbatim passages from R.I.S.E that relate to its racial.
Okay, now listen.
Showing how the text describes different people and races in ways that reflect its internal cosmology. I'm providing the exact quotes as presented in the R.I.S.E text, so you can see the language in context with citations to the original text. Physical description of peoples, I''hins, Ins, and drugs. The Ins were white and yellow, but the drugs were brown and black. The Ins were smart and slender, but the drugs were tall and stout. First book of the First Lord's chapter 2. This passage categorized groups by skin color and body type. The ions are described as white and yellow, and the drugs as brown and black. Punitive cosmology, inheritance, and destiny. Because the yaks cannot be taught the crime of incest, the drugs and their hairs that spring from the yaks, there shall be an end, both in this world and the next. first book of the First Lord, chapter 2. This section frames the sentence of drugs unfavorably, implying ultimate spiritual extinction, inheritance of eternal life, exclusionary language. Thus saith the Lord, if ye mingle with the drugs, your seed shall not inherit everlasting life, but go down in darkness. The Lord's second book.
All right, that's good, Rakufu.
All right.
All right, that's good. So now I explained to y'all that drug is a lifestyle. White people can be drugged. Black people can be drugged. Africans be drugged. East Indians can be drugged. It's how you live. It has nothing to do with your skin color when they say dark people. Drug means evil, low, dark.
What does brown and black mean? And yellow and white?
Who definition are you using?
Watch this. Hold on. Because obviously they didn't see the bill earlier. I'll put it back on the screen. Hold on. Let me stop sharing and share this. That white and yellow don't mean what we today call white people. And neither does brown and black. You dig what I'm talking about? Copper colored people are copper colored all over the world, but they're not the same. Y'all trying to make them a monolith, and they're not.
And drugs can be of any race. It ain't just
drug can be of any race. A drug is a person who cannot understand spiritually.
Let's get back to what.
Do you get that? Do you get that?
No. Do you get that? That a drug is a person. Listen, hold on.
Man.
Let me go back into R.I.S.E and show you that a drug is a low, dark person.
Right? Of any race.
Okay, let me say real quick, hallelujah. Wait, Kosmon, hallelujah. I need you to turn on your camera because we have, unfortunately, people coming in here doing stuff that's, gets the channel flagged. So if you could turn on your camera so I can see who you are. Thank you, and I can let you up on the stage. Thank you very much.
Now, I'm going to show the definition, right? I'm going to show the definition again of what a drug is. These people that he's talking about in this time, which would be basically equivalent to your Neanderthals. You dig what I'm talking about? Cave people. This is like a drug lifestyle. That would be a drug. You dig what I'm talking about?
A low spiritual understanding person.
A person with no spiritual light. Now, show me now. Hold on, bring up my screen. When we bring up the definition, I want them to point out where it says skin color determines if a person is drug.
Objection relevant.
You ain't gonna be able to do that. But go ahead. Let's do it.
You can't because
only through Google and shit like that.
Because drug has nothing to do with ethnicity, but it has to do with culture.
You know, this is the same thing that the Mormons and the Jehovah's Witnesses.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Let me let Zion get in here without being uninterrupted. Let's let him in. Okay, come on. And then
Zion just got destroyed by Selah. Peace, son.
All right, then let's see if we can hear him out, and then let's hear him out, and then we'll get this to the sister. Go ahead, Zion.
Yeah, they're gonna do all of that freaking filibuster and stuff.
Create a gang already destroyed Zion. Go ahead, boy.
You just gonna keep on talking over him anyway, though, my friend.
Yeah.
Prince, please.
Grow up, man. So this is the thing. What he is trying to, with a forked tongue, deny is that it is racial. Stop, bro. And bridle your tongue.
I just want to make it clear. I don't mind if people talk, but Sonetter's putting you on mute, Prince, and he's putting you in the back. So
he's trying to block.
Okay, so I'm gonna put him back on the stage, Sonnetter, and I'm giving him a lot of.
The one that call himself Kosmon don't have no goddamn discipline
at
all.
And
that's why I'm putting him in the back. He's
but you know what though?
He's a little boy and he don't know how to control himself.
Right.
So I put him in the back.
Right.
Sonnetter, then I think you should run the show. I have other things to do.
Yeah, give that finger to your mother, nigga. Give that finger to your mother. That's who you give it to.
This is what happened. This is not what I want to do.
Stick that finger right in your mother's butt, nigga.
I did not want to do any of this for the show about people's mothers.
Hey, come on.
This is not
let me block this chump.
Y'all supposed to be saying.
Let me block this chump.
Don't say y'all.
Hey, sorry, you a snake.
Yeah, now you banned. Now you banned, pussy.
Oh my Lord,
Get off
have
my
mercy.
channel, punk.
Okay,
Because you ain't got no discipline. You disrespectful. Get the hell off my channel.
Come on, man. Come on, y'all.
Nah,
man.
that nigga threw up his middle finger at
You
me.
G-check your little minion.
Kosmon, he threw his middle finger at me, so now I got the right to diss him. He's a sucker. Get his ass out of here. No discipline.
Well, look, I just wanted to air that whole little mess out about men and their racism, their biasness, their colorism. You dig what I'm talking about? And to shed some higher light on the situation. You dig what I'm talking about? I didn't want to just bog it down in the end of the day with racism, bias, hate, colorism. You dig what I'm talking about? This is what it actually says.
But this is what I hear you.
Listen, you dig what I'm talking about? I'm gonna get up out of here after this. You dig what I'm
you were leaving? Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna leave before I get to see.
But I want to get up out of here on a good note. You dig what I'm talking about? I've been running for 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Good note.
Right, but this was like, I hear you. Whatever.
It's about that time. You dig what I'm talking about? And I may be a little bit
for being here.
Okay. And too much to take. You dig what I'm talking about? Because everybody triggered because I'm talking. But when I'm showing, they're just talking. I'm actually going into the DNA of the text, debunking everything that they're saying. It's not my fault, right? I just punch on them. Not my fault that they walk into the punches.
Wow. There is no DNA.
Right? The book of S, 8:25. Wow. All men are my children. Into conscious being, I created them all alike. Privileged to all the earth. And the waters of the earth. And the air of the firmament above the earth. Brothers and sisters, I created them of various tribes, races, colors, and sizes, but nevertheless, in my own way, I created them, everyone for a glory in the way I made them. Huh? So I don't deal with, low vibratory, low hanging fruit like colorism, right? I just don't. You dig what I'm talking about? That is a belief. And I don't argue grown men belief systems. Right? I would like to give a shout out to the Creator Gang, love, light, balance. You dig what I'm talking about? Salute to all the Nirvanian gods and goddesses out there. You dig what I'm saying? And shout out to all the people who are in search of higher light. So my thing is, once you've done being the best Buddhist you can, Brahmin, Indian, Confucian, Muhammadan, African spiritualist. Once you've been to and lived at the highest ideals of your own belief, then what? I offer a R.I.S.E. And with that, hey, breathe in, let that light in.
Butt paper.
Kosmon Cal, man. Y'all can check me out at Kosmon Cal TV.
Butt paper.
Or hit me up on Be Quiet.
Butt paper.
Or hit me up on Gmail at Kosmon TV at gmail.com. You dig what I'm talking about? I understand that I trigger brothers. You dig what I'm saying? But I didn't came up here and hold on. And because they got the arguing, they didn't got my head hurt. You dig what I'm talking about? So I'd rather have some conversations that are beneficial with people that are trying to actually move forward than to keep talking about shit that they don't even fucking understand. I'm sorry. I cussed. I apologize about that.
That's good. All right. Thank you so much, Kosmon, for being here.
Okay.
Thank you.
We don't do crack. We don't do that. Crack is whack.
Yeah.
All right, Zion, come on in, please.
Oh man, listen. I did.
May I ask you a question real quick?
Come on, B.
I got to get back to work.
No, actually, when you hear me say somebody's name, then I will come to you right after. Okay, please. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Zion get in here because he didn't get to speak.
He got to go back to work. Let him go since Kosmon went.
He said he has to go back to work.
Yeah. Let him go ahead, man. I'm not gonna.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Then
My question was to that brother, whoever brought up the Giants. does he have any factual proof that giants existed, and where are the skeletal bones that we can see for our own two eyes? And my last thing, to the Hebrew Israelites, y'all say y'all the 12 tribes. Which cosmos did y'all
Oh,
come
off
from?
topic.
Are you asking? This is about.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll
I'm just,
answer the
hey, I
question
just,
for.
All
I'll
right.
answer the question for you real quick because you got to get back inside. They have found some archaeological proof of giants, and that information is being suppressed. And then about what galaxy did the Hebrews come from? It's just a group of people that are documented in ancient time. They're not from any special galaxy. They didn't fly here with capes. They're not superheroes or supermen. So is that a good answer?
yeah, and I'll catch back up with that one. But like I say, thanks for taking my question. Let me get my ass back to work.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Have a good day at work. Thank you for joining. All right. Go ahead, Zion.
All right, so yeah, real quick, since you know what I'm saying, since they left, I don't really like to you know what I'm saying, bang behind people's backs, but I'm sure they listen in the audience. But here's the problem. If I was going to drop down any ancient text, you were saying, why would I adopt the 18th not a 1882 book, you know what I'm saying, written by a dentist who had a seance. He had a seance and said that some spirit jumped on him and caused his hands to start writing this tech called R.I.S.E. But the problem with R.I.S.E. is it is created. None of the words, like in some of the words are borrowed from other religions, you know what I'm saying, and other cosmologies, you know what I'm saying. But primarily there are words in there that have no etymology. Why are you always shaking your head at everybody, bro? You're not always right. Like, stop.
Come on, I think he's doing another show, Zion. I think he's not
okay. So all right. So yeah,
you
know, he got the catfish face over here flapping in the window. So anyway, so when you look at some of those words, there is no etymology behind the words. They're made up. You know what I'm saying? And here's the difference between when you look at words in the Bible. Like a lot of words in the Bible have actual codification, but they have etymological root, right? And so there's and I'm going to show this actually tomorrow because it's not just the R.I.S.E. This came out of the 1800s, early 1800s spiritualist movement. I'm going to show you that there was a whole bunch of these dudes creating books. Book of Mormon is another. And what they sat there with a forked tongue and tried to do is lie about the racial language. So regardless of whether you want to make it about some spirituality thing, what they are sitting there trying to deflect from is the fact that they make, just like the Book of Mormon did, they make anything negative a depiction of black, and anything good a depiction of white. And that even regardless, oh, this is just behavior. So, but why does it have the same racial language that we see in all of these made up texts from the 18th century, 1900s, right? 1900s to the 20th century. So you had the Book of Mormon, even Jehovah Witnesses came out with their own thing, but they didn't recreate a book. The Mormons, there is no etymological word for Moroni or freaking Nephi. You can't find those words nowhere because these dudes just made it up and used King James Old English language to sound like like it had antiquity. It has no antiquity, no etymological root, no actual historic relevance. And I'm going to show the difference in why we don't throw out ancient texts. Like you don't throw out a Ming vase and trade it for a daggone foam paper cup from McDonald's.
Hold up, Zion, and please, Nepal, listen, Zion and Nepal, because he's right. But Zion is so right. It's the language. Let me deal with that. It says, does white and yellow mean what we mean today in the R.I.S.E.? Short answer, no. But watch what it say. When R.I.S.E. uses the words white and yellow, it does not always mean what we think to mean today, but it does overlap enough that the terms function as racialized categories, not neutral metaphors. Here's the precise, careful breakdown. What white and yellow meant in 1882, R.I.S.P.'s time. When R.I.S.P. was written in 1882, when race language worked differently than today, but was still racial, in that period, white generally referred to Europeans and people considered European derived. Yellow generally referred to East Asian, Chinese, Mongols. Brown, black, indigenous peoples, African, and dark-skinned population. These were common 19th century racial categories, even if they weren't biologically accurate. So R.I.S.P. is not inventing new meanings. It is using the racial language of its era. how Owaski use these terms specifically. When Owaski says things like the ions were white and yellow, but the drugs were brown and black, it is doing three things at once: color coding human groups, linking color to destiny and morality, assigning hierarchy, who inherits life, who does not. Even if Owafi claims these are spiritual distinctions, the language maps directly onto real world racial thinking of the 1800s. He's not getting context.
Right. He's trying tongue, yo. And so you know, and that's one of the biggest problems. You know what I'm saying? If you go and drop the Bible and drop whatever, don't pick up this stuff. Don't pick up nothing. Like, just go to science. You can follow, you know what I'm saying? Like, just leave it alone then. You know what I'm saying? But they're coming in with this new age book trying to say that it's better for black people. Here's the problem. Not throughout since the 1800s all the way to the 20th century, not one Owaski group or anything had anything to do with black civil rights or any form of black liberation. So, but we see the Bible, we see the Muslims, we see, you know what I'm saying, this one and that one, deeply engaged in the history of the abolishment of slavery and civil rights and such. We have a history that proves that folks use those texts and those belief systems to fight against white supremacy, but we have no examples of any Owaski groups doing that. In fact, the Owaski cult that went to Australia during the time that the Aborigines were being mistreated, they kept the Aborigines out of their daggone camps. You know, you shall know the tree by its fruits. Why am I going to daggone trade a tree that has its roots buried deeply deep? All right. Roots
that was my bad. I was dropping a bomb. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
For a sapling planted in sand. I'm going to trade, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Something that has foundation, years of history, and you can extract, like I'm gonna break down how, you know what I'm saying, the pardes thing, you know what I'm saying? You know, breaking down some of the realities you can get from the legend and the lore. You know what I'm saying? What you will never be able to get from any 19th century or 1900s, you know what I'm saying, spiritualist invented text by some dude. One of the things too, this is the last thing I want to say, is when you look at the Bible and you're talking about texts that were compiled from years and years of multiple peoples who wrote and did this, that, and they compile these things together. It isn't one dude sitting down talking about he lit a candle and freaking daggone, you know what I'm saying, started trying to talk to ghosts in the freaking darkness. You know what I mean? And then some spirit took over his own hand and started writing the daggone. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's madness. That's madness.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Zion. Thank you. Sure, you can come in. I just want to ask Zion real quick. You ready for your smoke session tomorrow?
Yes, Zion? I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm coming from multiple heads. I'm coming from multiple heads.
Nepal.
Yes, Sonetter.
Humble want to get a date in some time. When are you ready for Humble?
Well, just give him my email or Humble whenever.
No, you can tell him right now. What day are you free for him to come in? You got Zion tomorrow. Who you got Tuesday?
Humble.
Or Wednesday.
You there?
Yeah, Humble.
I'm ready whenever.
Okay, Humble. You then that's great.
Ready.
Okay.
Listen, I want to say this though. Go ahead, Humble.
I just want to let y'all know I'm adding Kosmon on the list. He will be getting bombs dropped on him on Tuesday.
I know that's right. Let me say this, everybody. Listen, we all do debates. We all do all over YouTube. I want this show. In defense of Kosmon, I don't think he fully. I don't think we communicated to him that this is the show that I'm trying to cultivate here is a little bit different, where I want people to come in and especially jump in and challenge. So I want to say this to Zion and to Humble. Did I say Kosmon or Humble? I was talking to Kosmon, but in case he's still listening. When you come in, I don't really for the audience and the way I wanted to format it, not such a long presentation like how Sonetter does it usually on the House of Consciousness.
That's why I said a half an hour. I said it, Nepal. I said half an hour. Let them speak. So that's when you open up.
Wow. Honestly.
Let me finish, Nepal. That way,
of course, you should finish, even though I was talking. Go ahead.
Then they got something to argue and attack. You give them a half hour to spill it out.
Okay, well, the show that I'm trying to cultivate, and I might be wrong, but I want to do it like organically. If I feel like I don't want to give them a half an hour, and I feel like it's time to open up the panel after 5 minutes or 15 minutes, just gauging what the presenter's doing and how many people are backstage. I just really want everybody to know. I was just talking to the two people who might come on, Sonetter.
Right.
You don't have to do.
But see, the problem with that, Nepal, is that they don't get a chance to say nothing for the people to attack the information. If you just give them 5 minutes to say something.
You know what? I've been doing this for a minute. Why am I arguing with you about this on the live stream?
We're talking.
I don't want to talk about this right now with you. I was making a statement to the two people.
Yes, on y'all later.
I'm like trying to tell the two people that are coming on.
Hey,
I'm just letting the brothers know. Don't get it. All I was trying to say before I got in a front on the 30 minutes. You know what it is? I didn't want to be like the stewardess and just serving drinks. I actually was trying to cultivate a show of my own idea. Call me crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying to the brothers, don't have to do a full, to the people. You don't have to do a full presentation. Right. That's a lot of work. Yeah, you can come in and just really, it's like, I have a vision of you just getting on, having some stuff ready, and get ready for the smoke. It's about the smoke, because you know how some people, like the brother today was like, kick them off. It's not that kind of show where you can say kick somebody off. That is what's done on the more formal House of Consciousness. I want it to be where it's more vicious and Coliseum-like, where people just come in and you just gotta stay on. So that's what I'm was trying to do. And I didn't know I have to explain this, but it does work, because then people get an idea. I want you to be able to come on this panel, and sometimes you don't even need a moderator. Because for me, I'm a person that sits on these panels, right? How many of you, after a while, you get sick of not sick of, but it's like, I gotta wait. Okay, I'm gonna be told I don't have decorum. Even if I jump in and organically just say, no, your information's wrong. I'm told that I don't know how to. I want it to be where it's kind of like a Thunderdome-ish. You know what I mean? But yes, when you hear the music, when you see one of the little clips, as a person on the panel, to fall back and be quiet. That doesn't always work, but that's okay. I'm just trying to feel it out. So I took a long time to explain that, but I think it's important, which I had kicked that idea with Sonetter, and he's very gracious to let me come in and try to do this show. But I'm telling the brothers, Zion, I'm telling Humble, I'm telling anybody who wants to come in, when you come in here, don't feel like it's so much like I'm getting my whole hour presentation out, but more like I'm getting ready to get in here and my information is going to get banged on. It's going to be a slaughter. Humble, you're from Bigo. And it's just give them some background. Do you have a moderator and people saying, oh, may I go, please? Oh, no, after you. No, after you, brother. Okay. How is it on Bigo?
So on Bigo, there's no moderators on Bigo, right? It's every man for himself, every day, all day. You might have people agree, but even on most days, they banging on one another. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much, is always a scholastic arena on Bigo, right? We ain't over there buddying and grouping up. No, we banging on each other every day, all day.
Thank you. And Sonetter is the king of consciousness. This isn't like I'm battling with Sonetter, because I don't think he fully had the idea of what I really was thinking of doing. Like, yes, we have the decorum. Yes, this is the toughest environment. This is the best platform. But I remember some days before I came to House of Consciousness, when I'd be on the panel with Yara, Lex Vortex, Chris Harris, Ankh the God Killer, Mighty Hebrew, Inky. We'd be all on one panel, and it was like war mode. And nobody was ever moderating. And we actually, it was wild. But let me tell you something. It does sharpen your debate skills. It does. That, I think that is why Bomb Squad can come in here and be so, just jump into this high level debate arena, and they are just like killing it. Because yes, we do want decorum. Yes, we want to be heard, but we also need to be able to be vicious and get in with that information. No, it's like real Coliseum, real, you know what I mean? We don't want to be too, I think we need to come over here and not in the Coliseum where we get our battle scars. And I'm trying to just work that out. So go ahead.
I just want to say this. I do just want to say this. Eldecide Netta's platform is the standard. I don't want nobody to get that twisted. This right here, what we doing right here. And so
I definitely have to drop that bomb.
Right? When I go back home, right, they're looking at me like a superstar. Oh, well, we seen you talk about this. We seen you press that. We seen you da-da-da. You see what I'm saying? So this right here is where we work to get to. I just wanted to point that out there.
Thank you so much. And humble. Thank you for saying that. No, Rakufa, because I want to come in behind that. I promise I'll hand it to you. So this is the thing. Exactly. This is the paramount. This is the apex, right? However, for the Coliseum, not the House of Consciousness platform, right? And then we have Sonetter Studios. Sonetter has a bunch of different channels, but I'm talking about here is where you can get a little gritty. And that's just my vision. Like, you can get a little crazy. You don't have to always be like, always. Now, I'm not saying if you're all talking over everybody, no one's going to enjoy the show.
Right.
But you need to know on your own how to sit back, like Zion does, like I do, like Humble does, like a lot of people who get it in on panels. And I know somebody might listen. I know Judah Naz, he whatever, but I call Torah Nights the Thunderdome Nights too. That's another panel. I'm not talking about with all the tea stuff, but when you want to bang Zion, right? When you want to get on some real Bible banging, you know where to go. People are like, oh, I'm gonna go to Torah Nights and bang, or I'm gonna go here. So I want the Coliseum to be like, I can get on there and I don't have to wear my tie and my best outfit. I can have on my battle warrior mode outfit and just really, get in. So it's just something that everybody, we're doing it together, but that's just a vision I had. So thank you for letting me go. And then I see somebody want to say something. I think I forgot who it was. Someone wanted to come in.
It was Rock.
Some real quick.
Wait, hold up, Zion. I didn't get to speak. I mean, we keep doing that. I'll never speak. Yeah. All right.
You say something. I was quiet for a second, but all right.
All right. So Nepal, it's a book. Can you share my screen?
Sure.
Okay. You see this lady, Drusilla Dungy Houston?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to say I wanted to have Zion to be here to hear me too if he know about her. I'm pretty sure he heard of her.
Yeah, I've been doing some research, man. Go ahead.
and Humble. Listen, this sister, if I could get anything in my wishes, is my wishes for Nepal to read her story. She influenced John Henry Clark. She influenced Dr. John Jackson. She wrote her book, The Ethiopian Wonder. I read this book like 6 times. I want to get emotional, but I would like to see her get a after school special.
So Rakufu.
Yes.
Say her name correctly next time.
Drusilla Dungy Houston, but I say Houston like it said in Germany. It's Houston, but Houston. Okay, Drusilla Dungy Houston. Yep.
Okay, thank you, Rakufu, and thank you for coming up here. I appreciate your input all the time.
Yes, I want to say I got you, Nepal. Go ahead and do what you do. Do your thing.
Thank you so much, King. I appreciate it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying. I'm glad, and that makes sense. See, so you bringing it up, it kind of at first I was irritated, but I'm glad you did that because then I can let everybody know, just like what I'm trying to cultivate. That way, people won't be like how you're used to doing the top-notch stuff. Like, hey, let them talk. Nepal, what are you doing? And that's where the miscommunication was with us. So it's kind of playing out in real time. I want it to be more like they're just up here and just let them bleed, or whoever, the survival of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a work in progress.
Say this though.
So thank you, Sonetter, for letting me do this. Go ahead, Zion.
Yeah, what we see though today was the triangulation thing, and what it is like you can Kosmon, Cal, and they always come up with one or two of their own R.I.S.E dudes. So if somebody tries to give him any pushback, that other brother who was highly disrespectful, I think that he, he was about to get this whole thing flagged with his mouth and just cutting people off and doing all that. I don't think that is cool, because then you got one person like me. I don't have a cafeteria table, a group of people. I stand on my own. I always have. You know what I'm saying? So if I come and I want to address, Kosmon Cal, I have to go through, all of his little minions. And every time I open my mouth, somebody's trying to incite, cut off and block a brother at the free throw line. I think that can be a little bit, counterproductive. If he can't, if me and him can't go back and forth for a second, and keep his little minions out, for a second, and what have you, then brother saw me coming in, quickly ran, I got a headache, whatever, brother, but he didn't have no backup. And a lot of the Israelites do stuff like that too. Not all of them, but a lot of Israelites do that when they go to the street. On the street corner, they'll tell you this, that, and the other, tell you to read something. And then before you get to expound on what you what you believe the verse says, they over there cutting you off and heckling and doing all of that. That becomes a sugar honey iced tea show. And I don't think it's, whatever. But I mean, I've handled myself in many different platforms against, large numbers of people. It gets a little monotonous. And I don't think, half the time, I don't think nothing really good comes out of it. Besides somebody getting, someone trying to minimize, dehumanize, demoralize, another person and have their little group heckling. What's his name? I went over to and I didn't think that it was going to happen to me with this brother. I thought this brother was real. What do you call it? I call him backwash. Y'all call him bakwash. I call him back because he did that kind of stuff. And here you are as an Israelite trying to say that, you're going to deal with brothers righteously, but then totally go into some gang bull stuff. Grow up with this stuff, y'all. I'm not listening to nobody who's grown. Now, I do the little silly stuff, but I ain't, I don't do that like that.
There's only two brothers over there on R.I.S.E who's official and who have decorum.
Right.
And that's one of them is Selah Shalom.
I respect Selah.
Respectful and decorum. The other one is the one that go by the name of Kosmon, not the one that was on here today.
Right,
the other one, the older one, the respectful brothers.
Yeah.
It's them two, man.
Yeah. And even after our debate, me and Kosmon, we've been going back and forth, just like roasting each other, but it's all in good fun. It's not even disrespect. Selah's cool. You know what I'm saying? So I like people like that. Like we can get it in, but it don't have to go to the fisticuffs and the disrespectful language. Like now you really mad. Who's triggered? When you got to go and get your little minions to come in here and freaking daggone say all kinds of wickedness. You scared.
Oh Lord, you're so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so thank you so much, Zion. So Zion,
Nepal, you will take a look at that book, will you?
Of course, I've seen that. I've heard of the sister before, but I don't recall fully I've never read the book, so I need to get the book.
Check her out because I want to say this to you. She was in her time. They thought she was the granddaughter of some white president at the time too. She had access to a lot of books in 1899, 1920s in that realm, and she wrote about deep induced Kush. How did she get this in a black? And she had her own school. You'll see, she was deep though.
Okay, thank you so much. That's something I'm looking forward to adding to my library. So thank you so much for being here, everybody. I appreciate you.
Before you leave,
yes.
Here's a channel that I got to get activated. It got
let me get on that.
10,000 plus subscribers, 10,500 subscribers, So that's another one that get activated. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
start live on this one. See, you should be hitting this one.
You told me, you told me I did the first news thing on there.
Right, but I'm gonna change the name. I gotta change the name to something else that's different.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about that when we get off of here. I have an idea for that as well, but we can bring other people in, of course. I think somebody in the chat said I saw those. Oh, I thought that was Kosmon. Okay, so I'm looking forward to Zion tomorrow. Zion, I will say this though, people like you kind of saw today, or like you did see today, people are gonna come in and challenge you. Rest assured, if it gets out of hand and there's a lot of incoherent over talking, I will come in and just either if I drop a bomb or play a clip and people just keep talking, I'll just put everybody in the back and reset. I'm as I said, I'm doing this as just tweaking this as I go. So then everybody can come back in and we'll do it that way. I do want to leave the
Let me
panel
give you a
sometime.
suggestion, Nepal. If it get like that, do one of my moves. Here it go right here.
Yeah, the music. I got you. Yeah.
Just play it for a minute. They be quiet.
I don't want to do what you do though.
Then you close it up.
Baby, I love you. I don't want to do what you do. I'm already doing everything you do. I kind of just want to do something a little different, my love, if that's okay with you. Okay.
I like that. Hold up.
You're a little glommy. You're a little glommy, but that's okay. I know you love me. You're a little micromanaging, but it's all right.
Hey, tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow I got Tazariak in the building. He will be on my hot seat. So this is the time to come in. And now y'all got the captain. I'm thinking about bringing him in at 7 o'clock. Yeah, or 5 o'clock. No, 6 o'clock. I'll bring him in at 6 o'clock. And it's time. War Child, don't be afraid of the captain, man.
No.
Wait, you're bringing him in at 6 o'clock on your on House of Consciousness, right? Not here.
Right.
I'm cool. I'm cool with the ISUPK brothers. You know what I'm saying? Captain was there.
You can be cool with him, but you still
cool. But he was never really cool with me. Like Chattazar and all of them cats were very respectful and chill with me. He don't really F with me, so I'm not going to really, you know what I'm saying?
So you should really come in with bombs.
I do want to say this. There's something going around right now about Captain's genealogy. I'm gonna send it to you. You might want to ask him a question about it. I don't know.
No, you
see that? Oh yeah, you remember how they talk about you are what your father is?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm not saying it's true.
No, Zion, you got to come in and do it.
I'm not scared of Cap. I actually challenge Cap. He don't want to debate me, and if he don't like me or whatever, I'm not going to sit there and chase the brother down. That's weird. You know what I mean?
I don't think he dislike you, brother. He
don't like you, bro. Like me and him actually had private words, like, you know what I'm saying, and it was pretty horrible. It went to almost threats. You know what I'm saying?
He don't hold nothing.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
All right, listen, B. I have respect for the brother, always have. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where that was, coming from. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm not going to sit there and try to force myself. Yeah.
He was talking about the information, I think. So let's go ahead and.
Okay, yeah, Nepal, I just want to say I left it in the back for you in the comments.
Yeah. And I don't want to look like no fanboy.
I'm actually going to go get the book off of Amazon.
Okay. I ain't trying to look like no fanboy neither. Like, I
want to hear you. I want to hear you when you read it what you like. Because you're going to say, boy, that's.
I ain't no fanboy.
I think, I'm not. Go ahead, Sonetter.
If you don't come in, War Child, I'm going to
get him. Coming, all right, man.
Get him to get at you. I'm going to say, yo, War Child saying this and that.
I'm not saying nothing. I put it out there. I actually sent it to Captain Lasagna so that they can see what, so he might want to address it.
What is the thing? Just tell us since you're saying it. What is the thing? What's the gist of it? What are you talking about? His lineage?
The genealogy of fathers going back to a white father, Edomite.
So how do you guys know his genealogy if he never did his DNA?
Oh well, you can find out somebody's genealogy.
I mean, not his genealogy. How do you guys know that his dad is white? I mean, You can
it's
find
not
out
his
his
father.
genealogy.
It's a line. So like if I was to
Oh,
go and look up, like
God.
I went through public records to see
I got
parents.
it. I made a
Yeah,
mistake. I get it.
yeah.
The genealogy. So how do you know his genealogy? You guys doxed
That's
him
what
or
I'm saying.
what?
I'm not saying that it's true or false. I'm just saying people are passing this thing around right now. I don't know if he knows about it or
What
what.
is it though? Passing
It
what? Is it
basically
that his
goes
dad is white?
from his name. It's like a little family tree. Goes from his name to his father's name to the grandfather's name to the great great grandfather's name, great 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 great, and then a white man is sitting at the top.
But guess what, though, Zion?
I don't
That's
know
what.
if it's true or not.
That's what a lot of us though.
I know. I don't have a problem with it. Only when
here in America,
I don't have a problem with that.
You got to understand. Hold on, brother. You got to understand what slavery has done.
Yeah. No,
So
I'm not.
when you go all the way back and back,
I'm not tripping. That's why I didn't want to say nothing about it, because I don't know if this has any veracity or anything to it. I just wanted the captain to know that, you know what I'm saying, somebody's trying to start some propagation, and he might want to address it, he might not. But that's why I wasn't
no, brother, but you're right. Even Captain, he's no different than us. Just like you, just like we all might have some white man in our family. I
got
I bet we do. I bet we do.
Judge Julius Watties Waring, the federal court judge, who was the one who opened up the ability for Brown versus the Board of Education to even happen, was a white man who was related to my great grandfather. You know what I'm saying? They were brothers. I had a mulatto grandfather and a daggone, you know what I'm saying? And his brother was a white man who became a famous federal court judge. Look up Judge Julius Watties Waring. They chased him out of Charleston. I got it. I'm not tripping about that.
Hey, Zion, but
Is he
what
white?
you saying, Zion,
Yeah,
is that
he's white.
Captain, you saying Captain is standing on what he's standing on, that you are what your father is,
Right.
and it's not us standing on that. We don't have a problem with saying we
Right.
are white, but that for him to stand on that and we prove it different, what is his philosophy going to fall?
Yeah.
His philosophy.
I wasn't going to say
I already,
nothing.
I already know I got the white man in my gene pool. I know that. I look at my I look at my DNA. I know that.
22% European. I got 66%. I got 12% Native American, 66% West African. I got a little like 2.5% East African. You know what I'm saying? Like
if you was professing like Cap is professing that you are who your father is, and his father's white, he got to admit he not Hebrew, he white.
Yeah. I understand. I understand, my man, Crazy P. I got you. Yeah, because I've been telling Captain about that doctrine that he teach. You are what your father is. So if that's the truth, you got to stand on that. Come on, man.
That's why, yeah, I was just send it to you. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to talk about it up here, but yeah, I wanted to send it to you so you could see it. But
Captain Kata's father is Puerto Rican. But when you go down his family tree, I guarantee you're going to see that white man somewhere in there.
Kata's cool, man. I like Kata's. The brothers observed to me, man. When I went to debate them, they had the Jamaican Italian patties and the reggae music come play. I was like, oh, for what?
But that's the same thing Cap say about Bob Marley. He's a white man.
Right. Oh, see? I didn't even think about that.
But see, I say if black is dominant, how can you be white? If black is dominant, that's what I say. But hey, who knows?
Yeah. I ain't tripping, but yeah.
Well, I mean, that whole seat of the father thing is not even about, it's not even, let me stop. I don't want to talk about Captain at all, so I don't want to be a part of the clips.
Right. That's what I was just going to say. Yeah, I didn't want
All right. So shout out to everybody who knows who their mother and father are, and grandparents at least.
Say la shalom, man. That's my man right there.
Oh yeah, I summer jam that.
That my
Piece
brother
of Selah
Selah?
Shalom. Yeah, a summer jam. He said, "Sorry,
you got to teach a little
I thought they
discipline.
debated. They did have a debate, though, didn't they?
Yeah, they had a debate, Captain and Selah. That was a good debate.
Yeah, Captain ran from him, and he ended up debating somebody else, I think.
No, he did the debate.
They did.
No, they had a debate. No, they did do the debate.
Okay.
And y'all know we got Nepal Naphtali coming up. We got Sanchez and Unk coming up. I want to see who we got next. I want to put somebody else up there. We want to get this calendar set, for February and March.
Yeah. Selah's my favorite player hater.
Yeah, that was good. So basically,
Selah beat you bad though, Zion. He beat you, Zion. What you think?
Oh, at the polls now, man. You know how many rosters and daggone and people was in my chat? Just like his boys were sitting over there talking about, oh yeah, he won. I had a ton of people saying I ate his food, so I'm good.
He said salute. He said salute to you, Zion.
Hey,
Ceylon's a pretty
That's my
respectful
brother, man.
brother.
Hey, Scarletta, are we going to skip over the fact that there's a brother running around on a platform calling everybody out and they ducking smoke?
Who is that?
Humble Mr. Scarletta, don't act like you don't act like
I know that's right. Humble's ready to eat somebody's
you know what?
lunch.
Hey, Nepal. Yara ran from Humble the other day, man. For real, we was all on the platform, and Yara ran from Humble, man.
I don't think Humble ready, man. He got that
I
tendons.
couldn't believe that. Couldn't believe that. We was like, not Yara.
Well, Yara will
Humble still got some
debate Humble.
tendonism. He
I
still got
think
some tendonism.
Humble is battle ready. What you talking about? He's
Yeah,
ready.
that's what he said. He ain't seasoned yet. That's why I was like, you know what I'm saying? Ashe ready. He battle ready. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen this brother tried and tested, so I'm not going to talk smack about it.
Don't forget your energy.
Hold on. Let me
energy is smoking too.
Let me. Yeah, listen. Those two brothers.
Hold on. So, Sanetta, I already sent you a debate, and Sanetta, you got to check your test.
I did not mean to.
Okay. I'm solidified on YouTube. I'm solidified in debate. I put work in.
That's why I was about to try to I was going to fix what I just said. I haven't seen your work, so you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know. So, you know what I mean, but I haven't seen what you've done, but so,
look at the create the WASP creator gang. Excuse me, go ahead, Zion.
Hey,
what were you going to say, Zion?
I'm out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to debate, I don't know what we're going to debate on, but I'll debate the brother, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be too arrogant. He was just the way the brother cut me off the other day. I had to give him that little funk back, you know what I mean? Like, come on, B. You know what I mean? Who you talking to, bro? Respect
they said
your elders.
Cosmic Chris 9. I know this is a lie. Cosmic Chris 9 cook Humble good energy. Cosmic Chris, you had not cooked anybody since you haven't cooked since you were cooking in I don't know home ec in high school. Cosmic, but it's all love. Cosmic Chris 9, you be cooking your own brain. This is not. We're talking about real debating, not talking about Jesus has titties.
Okay, we don't do crack. We don't do that. Your crack is whack.
Sister Nepal, really fast, if I may. You will wait till Tuesday. You will see how I come Tuesday. Listen, we gonna need a lot of janitors because it's gonna be a lot of blood on the floor Tuesday. Right? Educationally speaking.
Yes, I got you. Cosmic, it's all love. You need to get in here and get a smoke session, though. You talk a lot of crap and then you run and hide on your channel. Get in here and get your piñata busted, or maybe you might cook somebody. Who knows? I might be standing corrected. But Cosmic, you didn't cook Humble. I know that. I know you didn't. Humble, just be ready for Wednesday. All right. And then we got Zion, the head. Zion, you're getting a little bougie on me. I gotta say it in front of the people. You're getting no, sir. You're getting your grape punch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't want to get in a panel with people who don't let me. Excuse me, sir. I challenge you to do it. I slap you with my white glove across your face. Now, you used to be the head smusher.
I've said
now
that.
Now you're a movie star or something. Excuse me, pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon? Like Humble. So you might need to get in here and spar with Humble. Get your knuckles raw.
It took me a while to get to that level, Nepal.
I know you used to be the raw knuckles, what brass knuckle. Now you're like. Yeah. I don't want to get in a panel with you hooligans, you heathens.
You're beneath me.
Yeah, I do. You are beneath me. I see no reason to sit on a panel. So anyway.
Hey, can I ask Humble a question real quick?
Go ahead, and then we're going to close out.
All right, Humble, you can hear me?
Ahead.
Yes, sir.
So, Humble, would you say when we had the sun and the 9 planets, when Pluto was considered a planet, that would be the sun can be considered 0, and the planet's 9 planets, 0 to 9. That's mathematics. The pyramid has 8 sides on it with a capstone. That's 9, and a base, which will be 0. So that's 0 to 9. And then you got the Og Dog with the 8 primordials, and Ra being the top shining light of the capstone, and the base being Nebuchadnezzar. That's just a pseudo way of making. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's here. That's go ahead, y'all. That's it.
No, I most definitely understand where you're coming from.
All right, then we got it. Thank you so much. I like Sonetter. I want to go around the panel. I'll start with, since we're with Rakufu, close out, and then I'm gonna go to Zion and then Humble.
Peace. You have just entered, and you're being exited the most toughest and hardest environment in conscious communities. Peace.
Oh heck yeah! I was slow with the bomb. Damn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Zion. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Go ahead and close out.
You have now entered the 36 chambers. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get your, you know what I'm saying, get your work in, get your weight up, you know what I mean?
Yes,
and,
sir.
You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm the duelist right here, though. You know what I mean? I don't think cats are ready for me no more.
We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow with all the smoke. Remember, don't come with your gentleman's outfit and your chantilly tie and your glove. Come with your knuckles and your, you know what I mean?
I'm dueling now. I'm not even.
No dueling, sir. I need to walk 5 paces, 10, and then we will fight. No, somebody will come shank you from behind.
Yeah, like this.
Lord forbid. Anyway, peace, Zion. Peace. Okay. Last but not least, we have our brother Zion. We have our brother Humble. Humble, come in. Give us your closeout and tell us. Remind them again what you're here to do. Remind them what you're here to do.
Hey, listen, we here to collect bodies. Y'all know we here to collect. Y'all ever seen biker boys collecting crowns? That's what the bomb squad here to do. You know, that's what we always gonna come here to do. We always coming for that information. You know, and listen, Tuesday, you gonna see Sister Nepal. Listen, it's gonna be a good show. That's all I'm gonna tell you. We gotta stay
on MTV. I'm savage. I'm a savage. Oh, I'm a savage. Whatever.
Humble, I play that for you the most because I know you savage. They don't understand. The one who's more quiet, the quieter ones are the scariest ones. But go ahead, Humble. Go ahead. Oh, no, you're not quiet, but they think you, because you're not always
I've learned. You asked me a question earlier about Bigo, and that's one thing that me and the brother R.I.S.E have developed is speaking pacing, right? Because like I said earlier, there is no moderator. So you pretty much got to get in where you fit in. And that's the projects, right? Like I said, this right here is the pedestal. This is the standard. Right. That's the project. So what we can't do over here, you hear that all the time over there. And you have to keep your composure. You have to remember what you said because you know that you're not second, third, fourth, or fifth, you know? So it will definitely help us get battle ready for stages like this.
Awesome. And you know what? That is exactly why we want to, because everybody, go check the brother out on Bigo, go to Bigo, but I wanted to do something like that here because this is the Coliseum. We do debates everywhere. There's debates everywhere you turn now. Sonetter is the pioneer. I stand on that. Yes. But there's debate. Now you turn around, everybody's debating. So I want this to be, you know, where we do get a taste of, you know, some of what you call the projects like Thunderdome. So we'll see. And you're helping me along with this. So I appreciate you and everybody, the brothers and sisters. We will see you on Wednesday.
Most definitely.
When you get here.
I don't know. You can Sai got my number, so you know you can just tell him emails, give me your email or whatnot.
For sure. First 100% because
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
You don't want peace. You over here in the HOK Coliseum. You want problems always, right? Lots of problems. All right, brother. Peace to you. Peace to the bomb squad. Peace. Okay, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It was an interesting show today. You got to see, because it's live. We got some, we had some back stuff that was supposed to be production, backstage planning between Sonetta and me. It just went kind of forward, and it all worked out organically, because you can see, as I said, what I want to do here, but it's not just me. It's a collective effort. Like, it's just going to develop organically. And I'll say this, the audience, I really appreciate peace. Yeah, thank you, Selah Shalom. You got to come in here too for us, please. Grace the smoke session. Thanks to your brother, Kosmon Cal. Like I said, I don't think it was imparted fully, so that's on my bad from the production team of HOK. I don't think we fully let Kosmon know what we're trying to do here, but that's okay, because he can always come back. Because one thing about the R.I.S.E team, the brothers, the creator gang, they are all about that smoke. Okay, 100%. So everybody, thank you for being here. This worked out. It was a great build. And like I said, tomorrow we're going to have Selah Shalom. We got to have you in here, Selah Shalom. Tomorrow we're going to have Zion Warchild, bringing a presentation and asking for whatever, what do we ask for over here? The smoke, right? So peace to everybody. Peace and love. Have a great night. Oh, I was going to say, to the people who stay with us late in the United States, I know you're in the East Coast. I super, super, super appreciate you. The people who are anywhere, East Coast, Midwest, anyone who's even it's 10 o'clock, but I know it's super late over there. It's probably getting to midnight. And to the truckers and the late night workers, like the brother who hit the panel, this is for you. I think of you when I do this. Sonetta's like, Napai, it's too late. People be asleep, but some people don't. Some people aren't asleep. Some people want to just lay in bed and listen to the show. They're not in the chat. So I say thank you so much for being here with us, and peace and love to the HOK, to the darkest minds of the light, and to the people who want the smoke. Peace. I'll see you tomorrow.
Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke? You. Temperatures going up, the heat is rising, scholars are showing up, audience vibing. We on a mission, competition is the only desire. Whose information will be facing the unmerciful fire? So what's up, stand up, can you walk through hell? So tough, too tough for the weak soft shell. Set the fire, fan the flame, smoke is rising in plumes, while the inexperienced debater starts to choke on the fumes. Bring your science, bring your wisdom, even bring us your religion. If you cannot stand the heat, then please don't come in the Paul's kitchen. It's a session, learn a lesson, fight and overcome your fear. Who will be the best debates? By the time all the smoke clears, who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke?
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Who wants to smoke?